Welcome, welcome, everybody. My name is Ryan, and we are back today with some Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. We've got some folks here in chat. Hello, chat. Kate Berserk. Hola, my friend. Obrigado. Thank you for coming by. Everything on. What's up, buddy? I see you're here. Hello, everything on. My friend from Pakistan. Consolis is here. What's up? My good friend from Deutschland. What's up? Guten Tag. How you doing, Consolis? Haven't seen you in a while, buddy. I hope you're doing well. I was thinking about you just the other week, actually. I hope you're doing okay. Tachyon 420's here. What's up? What's up? What's up? All right, guys, we're jumping back into our Druid run. Consolis. Consolis is an expert on this game. In fact, he knows a lot about the very mods we're playing with. Magicalism. Let's take a look at this. We're on, I think, like our 11th live stream with this character. It's been quite a few. It's been quite a few. I do not speak Portuguese, if that's what you're asking. I assume maybe that's the question. But I did work with a Portuguese lady for a time. She was a wonderful person. But all I know is just how to say thank you. But I appreciate you, my friend. I assume that's right. You're from Brazil. I believe we spoke about that before. But hi, everything on. How you doing, buddy? Greg's here. What's up? Guten Tag. Nice pronouncing it. You know, we had a choice when I went to high school, take Spanish or German, and I took German, but I didn't, I don't speak anything of it either. I barely speak English, folks. You guys know that. If you watched me and heard me try to pronounce basic words, you know that it's not my forte, and yet here I am. How cute speaking Portuguese. I love it. I wish I do. I wish I was multilingual. But maybe one day when we have AIs, they can just auto translate. I mean, we kind of already do. It's just it's whatever. But hello, Steel Spear +1. Yeah, let's go through some of our stuff here for the benefit of people who might not have been by. So this is our druid character. One of the most powerful items that he started with is this wolf's head cufflink, and he has one charge. This thing recharges like once every it takes like 3 days to recharge. It's not a full month or anything, but it turns him into a werewolf, essentially. It casts the spell Lupercalian Release, and it turns him into a big giant werewolf man. He becomes extremely powerful, but he cannot cast spells. He loses a ton of intelligence when he becomes the werewolf. But it also drastically increases his healing regeneration. So it's like it's saved our life multiple times, being able to turn into that werewolf. And of course, as the wild druid, this was our start. We started as a wild druid. A wild druid start comes with that item. Please play GTA 5. One thing I'll say, everything is that I will try to play GTA 6 when it comes out. I'm looking forward to that. I'm currently trying to finally win a campaign in Terra Victa, which is such a huge project. Yeah, I love that game. I could never get much past like the first, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours, but I enjoyed like the first opening, 100 or so turns or whatever. It was a really fun game. I should get back into that too. Maybe stream that one day as well. So many games to stream. So we can see our traits here. The big ones are Wayfarer, which prevent our druid from using vehicles. We cannot use bicycles, boats, or cars of any kind. Excuse me. We're also meat intolerant, so he is a vegetarian, not a vegan, just vegetarian. That's important because we do have a cow back at one of our bases. We can drink the milk. There's our other traits and stuff, but let's look at the items. The best is GTA 5. I remember I do own GTA 5. Last I remember, I tried to boot it up. Hold on. This was many years ago before I had a YouTube. I think I was unable to get it started. I think there was some corrupted file. I'll have to try it again, buddy. I won't let you down. I'll look into it, see if we can do it. But we're also packing a grenade, 2 Molotov cocktails, and a whole bunch of loot. So we currently went on a food run. That was like the main point of our latest trip. And of course, keep in mind, being on foot means everywhere we go is so much more dangerous. Not having a vehicle, we could just hop in and speed away. But we're trying to get all this good loot. Oh, we got a couple of books here too. Yeah, so we're trying to get this from this little camp spot. We just stopped here to sleep for the night and get our health up a little bit, but we're trying to make it down to our secondary base, which is right here at this little spot. It's not too far from the Forge of Wonders, which is why why we have a base here, essentially. But, you know, like I said, it doesn't seem like a long trip, but in our current state, over encumbered, it could be tricky. Nonetheless, I think it's a little too early to go out right now. Let me just look at let's do a little exercise for an hour. We'll work out, just a moderate workout for 60 minutes. You're a mini fan, but I'm your big fan. Oh, thanks, everything. Appreciate you, buddy. You're very, very dedicated and enthusiastic, and I appreciate that. All right, let's stop. So it's 5. Boom. Now it's light outside. We're going through the window like the animal that we are. And it's got some mood issues. What's going on? Oh, saw something that hurts to remember. That's right. So we went through a portal storm. Consolus knows those quite well. Yeah, so he's having some bad memories because of that portal storm. But hey, listen, we ate graham crackers, we had a table and chair, and we're listening to music. So we're going to overcome the bad memories. That's what Cataclysm is all about. It's about living in the moment, just mastering our skills, surviving, gaining the power we need to, well, basically thrive. One of our little miniature goals, mini goals in this run is to find an NPC companion. And of course, as a druid, I think it's appropriate that we have like an apprentice that we teach our druidic magics to. So yeah, and have an animal, like a little zoo of animals. That's a great idea too. 100%. One thing I would love to find are some chickens. If we can grab some chickens and bring those home safely, they will produce eggs pretty, reliably. And we can eat eggs. How do you find your videos this week and watch your whole Sky Island series? Happy to catch me live. Well, thanks, Death Bagel. Appreciate you, buddy. I'm a big fan of bagels. But I'm glad you watched the Sky Island. Don't worry, we will get back into that. I always end those series like before I think they're really fully played out. So we'll do another Sky Island run too. We might even just pick up with that character again. But thanks for stopping by here live. We're currently on a druid run. So we've got our character Henrir. He's the wild druid. And we're trying to make our way back to our little base. So let's go, Magdalia. Still don't understand a single thing in this game. Well, it could be worse. We could be running without the tile set, and it could all just look like this. The ASCII overlay. You guys want to look at that? We've done this before. So this is the game. You can distinguish what's happening for the most part. Like, you know that there's a person on the screen and he's standing next to a car. There's a tree right here and there's a road. You can see, you're taking for granted certain things that you can detect here with your visual sensors. Let's change that. So if we go into, I think we want the full options. Graphics. Let's turn off, enable... I think we want ASCII graphics. Which one do we just turn tiles? Yeah, we turn the tile set off. Oh, okay. So this is what we were just looking at now in the original form that this game is actually played in. Do you see the car? Do you see the person? Do you see the tree? You can kind of see the road here. There's a road that's detectable. There's our character right there. The car. Here's the tree. But yeah, so it could get worse. It could get worse. But no, this game, yeah, I won't lie. Of course, I never do. No, that's not true. I do a lot. But no, I won't lie when it comes to Cataclysm. It's a very difficult game to learn and master. I haven't mastered it, but it's incredibly fun and super worthwhile, if you get into it. If you can get into these kind of games. One thing I should also note, it does strictly use the keyboard. You'll see me pull the cursor out to point at stuff, but I don't use the cursor to interact with the game world. It's all keyboard. Death Bagel, when I first played this game, it looked like that. Same with Dwarf Fortress. Yeah, this game is very comparable in a lot of ways to Dwarf Fortress. Not necessarily in, like, game mechanics, but it's a free-to-play, very much a passion project by the developers. And of course, it's ASCII. They're both ASCII games. And if you don't, most people play with tile sets. There are people who do play ASCII who are just more comfortable that way. And it's 100% what you like. You know, I play with the tile set, which is not actually included in the base game. Let me just show that real quick again. We'll get back into the game here very shortly, but yeah, I use a tile set called Undead People, which there's a whole slew of tile sets that are included, but I downloaded that one separately from GitHub just because a chatter recommended it and tried to give it a shot, and I loved it, you know. So this is the one I go with. Pakistan Zindabad. That's awesome. Let's see, looking at the matrix. That's right, Path. That's right. That's very much how it is. So we're going to make this trip without using auto travel. Right now, it's a little too risky. It's one thing we've learned with our druid character. Auto travel is very much can be a death sentence. Okay, we got a hazmat zombie, which is kind of behind us. So I think we're just going to keep moving forward and not stop. Yeah, I first picked up this game a couple years ago, maybe 2 years now-ish, I would say. But I love it too. There's still whole aspects of the game I've never even touched, like bionics. I mean, I find bionics occasionally, but I've never installed a bionic in a character. Maybe we should do that for like our next run or something. I think we need more leather. How much are these worth? 10 cents. Yeah. Also, is there a battery? Oh, this one has large storage batteries. How close are we to home? You know what? We're going to grab some of these batteries if I have the tools to remove them. We might not. It might. We don't have the knowledge to remove it. Mechanics too. Well, the good news is, yeah, we just found a book on this latest trip. I remember that because it was happy when I found this. This will teach him up to mechanics level 3. So this was a really good book to find. What we're going to do now, let's get home. We'll hunker down and we'll read a book or something. Now, one thing we do need to focus on is getting loot. That was the whole point of the thumbnail. We might come down here and clear this part of the city or something, looking for good tradable loot, because we got to get enough denaries. You know, the Forge of Wonders, man, it's right there. It's filled with wonders. Great real world and real nature life, please. We do need to find a little. I'll be on the lookout for any animals we can. Is Undead People by now available through the game? No, it's not. I remember it was taken down at some point. Yeah, at this point right now, Consolus, if somebody wants to play with the Undead People town site, I'm pretty sure they can only play with the forked version or like an unofficial version, because like you say, the original was taken down. As far as I know, I don't keep up with it, you know, like day to day or anything, or even month to month. I just still use the same file from year or so back when I first installed it. But I think it is something like that, because I've had people mention that, like they search for Undead People and they can't find the original and stuff. I think I did look it up too, because I was making a new video series and I wanted to link it or something, or somebody asked me for the link. But it's a good one. I often get on Reddit and look at posts from people, you know, who play this game, and when they post in other tile sets, it's not hard to understand what's going on. I just don't care for them. Like Ultica is the default tile set. And when I first started playing with it, I had no problems, you know. As far as I understand it, too, it's like the most complete. It has the most little sprites, but I just don't like it. I look at it and I'm like, oh, that's so ugly. We got scientists over here. They're zombified. Let's get home, though. We're super close to home. I don't like how close those zombies are to our little base, but hey. Well, buddy, I live in Illinois. I'll tell you that. The state of Illinois. Let's see here. All right, here we go. So this is our little mine. This is a weird little generation. There was a mine shaft literally right next to the orchard here. So we actually have a main base to the south. Yeah. Everything I own, including a cow and a couple other animals, and a Travoy named Timmy is right here at this farm supply store. But it's a little bit inconvenient because every time I want to go to the Forge of Wonders, I have to cross the bridge and come over here. So now we just set up a secondary base. You know, not having a vehicle has really impacted the way we kind of approach the world. So having multiple little bases around has proved to be like a good thing for us as a druid. 1 year since my cata phase, maybe up to 2 when I'll try to get back in. Hey, I understand, buddy. I have phases with games. I do, but there are some games which I will find, like RimWorld is one. This is an example of that. Vintage Story, where I really get into them and I almost never put them down, you know, or if I do, it's more of a phase I go through when I don't play them, you know, and then I'll just immediately pick them back up, you know, to a couple weeks or whatever. But yeah, okay. So we've got a little battery here, just one battery, one solar panel. We live in here. Where's all my... Oh, no, I'm sorry. We live in this room. This one. This is where everything's at. We got a trash can full of water. But that water's not drinkable. Really? Yeah, we got a bunch of water that's not drinkable here. That's weird. All right, well, let's unload ourselves because I have been carrying around a lot of stuff. Now, as a druid, we haven't been using firearms very much, but I do carry a 7-shot 357 revolver. I carry that around. You know, it seems like old school kind of enough for a druid to... Oh, how old am I? Too old, my friend, too old. But I saw you start several VS servers, but sadly, I'm clearly in my off phase for that game at the moment. I understand, buddy. Yeah, we have two. I think since you last played, we have had 2 servers because you played on LoTor. Yeah, so we've had 2 ones now. Just started the dinosaur server recently, though, just the other day. It's going really well. But I appreciate you, buddy. You know, you're always welcome. I think we should start a little farm here. Everything on wants us to be nature loving, so we're going to start a farm. I only have a couple things of seeds, but maybe we have other seeds around here. Let's look. No, okay, so we'll at least go start some corn. We have a really interesting spell which can get us more seeds. Maybe we'll try that a little bit later. Sean Smith, can't believe I caught you live. Just found this game and channel in the last 2 weeks. Nice. Listening during the week while at work. Loving the content gives me hope to start my own gaming stream. Right on, Sean. I hope you do, my buddy. I always say that making my YouTube channel and getting into live streaming and stuff was the best decision I ever made, truly. So I always encourage others for sure. But I appreciate you coming by. Thank you. Thanks for watching my content. All right, so let's set up a little garden. Doesn't have to be big. There's too many trees around. Let's do it right here. This little patch of ground right here. I like it. I like it. All right, we're going to get into some zoning, which is not the most fun thing to watch, but it's also very brief. So we only have 2 seeds at the moment. Farm plots. All right, so we planted 2 little corn seeds, and when we get more, we'll pick up that shovel and we'll plant more. So let's see. I want to check on the water source here. There's typically like a water cooler. Here it is. I've forgotten. It does have water. How much? Okay. It doesn't say it's clean, which is baffling to me. Normally the water from these dispensers is clean. I'm very confused by that, but, well, we'll just have to boil it because I'm not going to drink it if it doesn't say clean. I've done that before, and it's a recipe for disaster. Excuse me. Ryan's into bad. Let's say I think I would be more interested in playing a big MC progression. What you mean Minecraft progression or kitchen sink mod pack? Some nice industry in automation. Wait, you say you asked me if I want to play Minecraft? No, probably not. I don't think I could play Minecraft after playing Vintage Story. All right, let me think about what I'm doing here. We can come down to this city. What's this over here? I wouldn't mind getting... Oh, there's shadows in that thing. I wouldn't mind finding a couple more solar panels. There's some batteries there. You know, maybe the best thing to do in search of solar panels is just to start clearing the city. Take a step ladder down there. Let's construct a step ladder. Now, I haven't played Minecraft in many, many years, and I don't think I could... I don't know. Never say never, you know, but it's not really my thing. I have no idea what the game, like the state of the game is these days. I would be curious to watch somebody play it, maybe, just to get that idea, but... Hey, and of course, once Subnautica 2 fully releases, we'll be playing it. But that could be years, right? That could be years. All right, let's see if we can do a ladder real quick. Not quite, not quite. Need a few more nails. Take down a couple of the... Actually, the doors. When we take down the doors, that's pretty decent. Doors disassembled. All right. But, oh man, still short. Whoop. Is it giving me nails? Oh, no, you know what I'm thinking about? It's the door frame. Yeah, we need to take the frame off. Yeah, that gives me a handful of nails. Not the door itself. There's no nails in the door. All right, ladder time. It's one thing I have found. The wooden step ladder is like, it's not truly a magical item, but it might as well be, people. It's going to save your butt. Being able to get up on a roof is a wonderful blessing. I don't know, though. They might have changed that in some versions. I think I've been told that you can't stab down from roofs anymore with spears in, like, the most recent versions, but I've decided that I no longer update Cataclysm. I play with the version that I like, which is this one, and I don't update anymore. I keep up with, I feel your base vintage story is clearly superior, but with a big enough mod pad, things can change. I feel like the crazy over the top mod cans. Yeah, it's just the world of vintage story of Minecraft feels very kid-like to me, childlike in a way. Just doesn't appeal for that reason, but that's my own biases too. I keep up with Minecraft Path Says through a meme YouTube channel called Phoenix, spelled Phoenix SC. Top fan, buddy. That's right. All right. So let me just take a look. We're perfectly healed. We only have 2 Molotov cocktails. Let's see if we can bump that number up. Those are rookie numbers when it comes to the Molotovs. We're literally at a gas pump, so we better have the materials for it. Yeah, there we go, baby. My favorite 2 words in the English language. Oh, come on with the horseradish. Just put it in the coffee mugs and be done with it. All right, can we make more, though? Because we have different types of things. Yeah. Out of glass bottles. Glass bottles are like one of the most valuable things that we can find. Favorite? All right. That's not bad. That's not bad. We're looking at 4 Molotovs. So in addition to step ladders, Molotov cocktails are going to save your butt. Oh, but look at this too, Consolus. I forgot. We found a mythical martial art in a recent live stream, and we now know Diamond Mind. Diamond Mind is a wonderful martial art. I've had it before in previous runs. It's amazing because it utilizes my favorite weapon types. Hold on, why isn't it? Oh, there we go. You can use swords. In fact, it has this exemplar weapon. I've never noticed that before, but I'm going to have to try to find a rapier. But we're currently we have an arming sword on our person, and I have a steel spear too. So it's an awesome martial art. Let's just look at it, though. We need to get our melee up a couple more levels to fully, like, max out our repertoire of moves and stuff. No spears from Roost, damn. Yeah, that's why, like, we can do it in this version that I'm playing, which is still like an early release branch version of the stable that's currently out, but uh yeah. Yeah, don't quote me on that, consoles. I might be wrong. That might be like on the experimental or something. I don't remember. But okay, so there is a military roadblock up ahead, and I feel like we should try and clear it because it's super close to the base, and there can be some valuable loot at these military spots. I'm just dragging the stepladder along with me. Ooh, I'm gonna leave a note here. Very flexible. I know. It's awesome. All right. So stop hauling. Let's turn off safe mode. Let's quick save it. Let's leave a note here on the map. Okay. And very good. What do we go with? What are we trying to level up? Let's look at it. So our melee skill right now in swords is 2. And piercing is 3. They're pretty close. I really favor a spear. I do. We have a decent sword though. It's also magical. I've renamed it to Cutter, but if we look at it, it is an arming sword +1. So it's also a magic weapon as well. We're going in pretty good. Uh, glass bottles are for Molotov cocktails, not for carrying stuff around. I don't think you can make Molotovs with Ziploc bags, can you? Let's see. All right, we got this soldier. Let's go to the spear. We might use a Molotov on this. How many are there? I only see the one. You the only one? I'm used to there being like 8 to 10 soldiers at these places here. Let's just pull them back to this rock. Going to lunch. All right, everything. Appreciate you, buddy. Come on down here, sir. These guys can be armored pretty well. Sometimes spear. Oh, man, we took them good, though. We got a critical. Hit it for 60 damage. Yup. Let's look at this. Did we do any fancy stuff? We critted him twice. I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. What's up? Cake is on Twitch. What's up, my friend? Welcome to the Twitch side of the stream, buddy. Yeah, so we critted him twice for some really good, and we shattered that boy's armor. Ooh, he's got a pistol. These radios can trade for $6. They weigh a pound. We'll grab them. Oh, military ID card? That's a big yes. And good. Now, we may be vegetarian, but he has no problems eating candy. So do that. And drinking water off a dead corpse. I love it. Let's smush that guy. Let's proceed. Oh, there's so many wasps. Why are there so many damn wasps in this world? Ignore the spotlights. Is that it, though? That's... Man, oh man. You know how many times I've searched my worlds looking for this very type of situation here? Just like a couple of military vehicles, mostly intact, that I could just park and work on. But our character, our little druid, he can't touch the cars. He can't use them. We could loot them. What's she in there? Ooh, thank you. Yeah, we could stake the batteries out. That one sucked. I mean, we could even dismount the machine gun and go trade it, but we'll see. 2 days later, and yeah, it'll be summer. What's up, game player? Yep. We are very close to summer, and we've got ourselves set up here at this orchard. You know what I'm thinking we're going to do? Yeah, Wayfair. That's right. We are Wayfair. I think we're going to set up a couple of smoking racks, get some charcoal pits burning, and we're going to dehydrate some fruit. You know, we're going to play it like we're going for the long-term survival. And that's just a great way of getting food and preserving it, you know, for hopefully like the winter and the fall and stuff. Because summertime comes around. Oh, yeah, that forest is going to be bursting with goodness. Let's do something real quick. We're just going to practice. Let me turn this down because it can be a little loud. We're just going to practice attacking this thing to get our melee up a little bit. Is that too loud? It's kind of an annoying sound, I know. Okay. All right. Collapsed. Let's see what we got here. Sorry about that. Let me turn that back up. We got to get this melee up, though, you know? And I don't want to use my weapons on those things to damage the weapons. Find vegetables, then fruits, and since those more color than fruits. Yeah, we'll go for either. Playing without cars, that is punishing, dude. Yeah. You know, I wanted to do something a little different, obviously. And the Wayfarer, it really does force you to come at the game in a different way. You know, much more cautious. You can't use the fast travel as much, obviously. You got to give things a much, like wider approach. Well, good news is there's a pile of guns here. And I guess we'll drop some of our other stuff too. Yeah, we'll just put loot here. Come back for it. We're going to pile it up probably and bring it back to the base. Lug it down to the Forge of Wonders at some point. Trade it away for denaries. Let's go, though. We're headed into the city, boys and girls. Let's do it. Turn on safe mode. Let's check out this vehicle. Did I know I can cook 50 burdocks in under 2 hours? That's good. Holy Bible. All right, we're coming down. Is this a crater? Oh, there's a crater right on the outskirts of the town, too. It's going to be good. It's going to be easy clearing time, boys. And we got a ladder with us. We came fully prepared. How many Molotovs? Oh, we got 4 Molotov cocktails. That's enough for a full-fledged party. Let's get it. There's no target per se here. I just see houses. Oh, we could, not much reason to go for the outdoorsman shop could have some interesting stuff. Ice cream, no. What's this again? Fast food restaurant? Yeah, might have some food in it. A lot of those food places like fast food or grocery stores almost certainly have no food in them. In this game, they're always empty. I don't think I've ever found a single piece of food in a grocery store in this game. And I've searched maybe a half dozen or more. They're always empty. Sometimes you'll find like some shopping carts. That's about it, people. All right, let's see. Let's get serious here. We're entering city perimeter. We've got our ladder with us. Let me pick it up. Okay, we're hiding behind our ladder. If we're cautious, none of the zombies will see us. No, I'm kidding. Let's go. I use advanced camps as rest stops where I loot and store. Yeah, that's kind of what we're doing here with this little spot. The only thing, I wish there was a proper road that went straight to the forge. As it is, we got to travel via dirt road. But that's all right. Now, we can eat eggs, too. If we find a couple of chickens, that would be phenomenal. So what I would like to do... Ooh, we got a skeletal brute. All right, safe mode's turned off. I'd like to set this ladder up, probably like at this house here, maybe. And we can just get onto the roof as needed. And then we'll use that crater behind us as like an emergency. Things get real bad. Oh yeah, we got zombie raven. Okay, this is a big group here. I'm almost tempted to take these boys and girls into the crater, to be honest, because they're right there by it. We get this raven folk to see us. We're in business. All right, I just yelled. Here comes the zombie brute or skeletal brute. Get in this hole. Get in there. Come on, buddy. A new player's best friend, everybody, is the humble crater. Listen, Earth is being bombarded by an endless array of monsters, but the one thing that's being bombarded by which can help you are giant craters. Man, yeah, now he's in a hole, so he's been neutralized for now. And if we want, we can kill him too with our spear. We can stab at the zombies that get trapped in the hole. And of course, since we brought the ladder, we'll be able to safely climb up and down it to retrieve the loot if we want. If we get a pit full of zombies, you know. To be honest, too, when you're clearing a city like this, you know, we're just going to kill this guy. A lot of the best loot when clearing cities just comes from the random zombies that you kill in the streets and stuff. Not to say that, like, if we get to the sports supply store or whatever, there'll probably be good loot there. You know, police station will probably have guns, but you can find good loot and guns on zombies too. Gotta be careful though. It's not for the faint of heart. Hole in the ground next to rock is man's oldest weapon. That's true. That's true, buddy. 100%. You know, another one of the roguelike games that I play is the Unreal World. I have a bunch of content for that one. How many chatters are familiar with the Unreal World? It's another roguelike game, just similar to this one. It's primitive. It takes place in like Stone Age Finland. Really fun, but in that game, there's a primitive method of hunting known as endurance or persistence hunting, which is something I've talked about when I play that game. But it's really fascinating because that is a technique of hunting that our ancestors, human beings, used, you know, for thousands of years on the savannas and throughout, you know, prehistory. Basically, either wounding an animal or just finding an animal that and separating it from a herd and just not chasing it. You're not running after it. You're just slowly walking it to death. You just follow it. And the animal is terrified of you. You know, it's terrified of the human. It will just continue to run and run and run until it collapses. It can take days sometimes, depending on the size of the animal, but that's the one thing that humans have physically which separates us from the animals is our endurance, our ability to walk for days, our ability to eat and drink while we walk, you know, something other animals can't do either. Persistence hunting is one of the best ways, also running them off cliffs and stuff. But here's Diamond Mine for you, game player. You can see the little description. And if we look at our abilities, we've got, you know, your standard badassery over here, quicksilver motion, things of such nature, stance of alacrity. Oh, these are all words I love to say. And then we've got the list of weapons, some of the most badass spears, swords that you can use. And two of the current weapons that we now possess do qualify for Diamond Mine. And we're using our spear and our arming sword. Both of them are magical. All right, let's see. We're going to do some smashing. I hate smashing, but we're going to smash it up. Oh, somebody threw oh, look at this. Somebody threw their own little Molotov cocktail over here. I wouldn't say those endurance hunters are slow, was basically a power walker, slow jog. You're right. Yeah, they weren't. They would definitely want to keep, not necessarily within visual range of their prey, but they need to keep track of it. You know, they need to be able to track it 100%. You're right. And to say that they were slow, if you went back 1,000 years, or if you tried now, like a modern day person from our culture, tried to follow a group of persistence hunters, they would probably consider what they were doing to be jogging. You know what I'm saying? Like a fast walk, you know, borderline on a run. And for those people, it was like no thing. You know, they did that all their lives. You know, they could go slower, but they could also go faster probably and endure. But yeah, in what we consider, it would be very different. True. But regardless, and you know, you got to tailor it to the animal too. It's not just a one thing. You know, the speed is going to be relative to whatever animal you're chasing. It's also going to be relative to the terrain that you're going over. You know, tracking animals is extremely complex and difficult process. You know, it's not that easy to track things. It's harder to track people, but animals are still difficult. Let's get up on this roof real quick just to survey. I want to see a couple of solar panels up on some of these roofs here. Not seeing any. Seeing more skeletal zombies and crap, but all right, let's climb back down. So climbing up and down the ladder should remove most of the threat of danger falling, but I still have fallen getting down ladders, but I think I was already injured when it happened, essentially. But the muscle of the build is very focused on slow twitch, right? Red muscle fibers, which are very high endurance. Yeah, 100%. That's the thing about the human body. It's very adaptable to its environment. You know, if there's a high demand for physical activity, then it can change even within a single lifetime. One individual can radically transform their bodies. It's not really something you see in the animal kingdom. It is there. In fact, some animals do it as a method of survival, like bears go into hibernation and they bulk up, you know, but not a lot of animals go through like incredible physical transformations over the course, especially their adulthood. Some will do it as periods going from nymph stage, for instance, to adulthood, but just like humans do, like a 30-year-old man can just decide, I'm going to lose 40 pounds, you know, and they can do it. They stick with it and stuff. Let's see here. Oh, the neoprene arm sleeves. We'll grab those. We're not really... Oh, we got a zombie in front of us. He sees me. In the darkness, he sees me. Squish. Grab. Nothing. So we're kind of on the lookout for some food. Food would be good for us. And anything that's worth trading. There's a cookbook. I'll take that. Tradable stuff, which isn't super bulky right now, is kind of what we're... Oh, we got a skeletal zombie in the house with us. Skeletal zombies don't react... I mean, they're not super weak to my spear, so let's switch over to the sword, I think. Which needs to be changed, actually. We also got a zombie child there. Bring it. Alright, we got him. Did that let out a shriek or something? We got zombies coming up here. Think... kind of want to switch back to the spear, but... excuse me. He's coming in. Just come on in here. Dancing around up. Oh, now we do have a zombie raven folk outside there. Are you coming over here or what? Oh, it's just meandering around over there. Let's check the bathroom real quick because it looked like there were several bottles of stuff. Yeah, we'll grab some of this. Sorry, my throat's bothering me today. Let's grab the towel. I'd like to get into that kitchen, too. The study looks promising. Grab any books we haven't read. Oh, look, this is a, it's like a recliner. This chair is a vehicle. It's pretty broken down, though. Nobody wants to sit on you old broken down recliner. Get some better wheels. All right. Pantheon of Story of the Iranian Youth. Give me that. Let's see here. All right. I want to check the kitchen now. I'm not going to worry about squishing these boys because once we search his house, I'm probably going to set it on fire. Ooh. We found a whole slew of cookbooks here, people. Shrieking Child Shrieker. I missed that, but yeah, that's why they all piled in here, wasn't it? You know what sucks is I don't have a good spot to dump this loot. I mean, I'm literally going to need to, like, walk it back home in piles. So let's see if we can find a trash can. We're going to provoke this raven folk, too. Yep, she sees me. Okay, this one will work. Wow, we got super lucky. A lot of these are, because they're vehicles, they're affected by the No Hope mod. And No Hope You know, when you have it turned up really high, like we do in this world, it damages most vehicles. So it's hard to find trash cans with no hope, but this one's good. That's awesome. So I'm going to rename it. Wait, that's the wrong one. E. Tim Tim. Tim Tim, the trash can man. What's up? No bicycle basket? No, 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 no. We can't have a bicycle. We're a Wayfair. What's up, Roy? How you doing, my friend? Just about to suggest a trash can. I love trash cans. They're my favorite thing. In fact, one of our recent thumbnails was about how my best friend is a trash can. All right, so let's see here. This guy is going to attract some attention. Yeah, easy to kill them, but they're probably going to bring in a bunch of noise. Yeah, oh, there's a second one shrieking around here. Go ahead, bring it on. Yep, we got some zombies coming in from the south. Okay, okay. How many? Yep. They're coming in. They're coming in. Do we get on the roof or do we hold it out right here on the street? Let's kill this freaking gargoyle. Come on now. Bring it down. Come on. This guy can't see me because of his poor vision. I'm fighting with Timmy at my back here. I'm protecting Tim Tim. Die. Let's look at, we got to read. What kind of moves are we doing here? We spotted a weak spot. 55 crit. More weak spots. You impale the zombie for damage. I'm telling you, dude, a diamond mine right now, it's killing it. We haven't barely been touched. I got like a little scratch on my leg. I think I kicked it at like a table while we were in that house accidentally. We're good though. We're good to go. All right. Loot. I kind of need that lighter, I think. All right, maybe we should squish, but we got zombies coming in all over the place. All right, we might want to retreat to the roof now. Roof time. We're sprinting. And we're on the roof. Safe and sound. Stab, stab, stab. Stabby, stab, stab, stab. Man, oh man. Also point out that we're jiving out to some sick tunes too. We're also listening to music right now. And we enjoyed our Necco wafers, but that was negative memories, man. Damn. What offensive skills does Diamond Mind have? Let's take a look at that. I don't mind. I don't mind looking. So we've got a dodge buff. We got a get hit buff, mind over body, accuracy +1. Only activate while armed. Stacks up to 2 times. Passive buff, pause buff. Then we've got insightful strike here. Greater insightful strike, which we haven't learned yet. Quicksilver motion too. So yeah, we really got to get our melee up. But it's pretty badass. I mean, we hit crits like left and right, man. Left and right. All right, let's not climb down just yet. Oh, the earphones is why I didn't notice? Yeah, maybe we should take those out. We're in the middle of city, clearing. We should probably not listen to music. Playing a little fast and loose here. All right, we get it. You're in the house. We get it. Calm down. Come over here. I saw another one over here. All right, rooftop living. Let's look at our magic real quick. We do have a nice little repertoire of spells here. Some of them may need to be practicing more. We've just learned these, but Mind Over Pain is actually, I use this in a different run. I've used this before, and it is badass once you get good with it. I don't even think this costs mana. No, it doesn't even take mana. It just reduces stamina, but then you can just catch your breath and you're good again. Mind Over Pain is a great, great spell. The point is, these martial arts usually require a specific way to get something out of them. What do you mean? Let's see here. All right, there's still stuff in... Oh, no, I don't want to climb down the downspout. What am I doing? Okay, we can take one on. Somebody in the house still. Sports drink. We'll just guzzle that real quick. Was there more? Well, she's got a 22 pistol. Ooh, hemostatic powder. I will take that. You know, the handgun's not even really worth it. I mean, we're not going to use it to shoot with. Certainly, that's worthless. But trading it is just not that valuable. All right, we searched this house pretty well. Let's grab our step here. Start a little fire. Oh, I didn't search this loot yet, did I? Oh, there's Glock. Oh, wow. Okay. There's a bunch of ammo here. Can we even pick this up? Okay, okay. It's not even everything. Ooh, multivitamins. Those are good. Not seeing a lot of Denarius, though, but we'll get there. We'll get there. All right, all right. We got zombies to the south of us. A whole shitload of them, too. You know what? Let's put this on this roof now. I don't think they see... Okay, some of them do see me. Let's just get up on the roof. Like you have a power that gives you 50 speed after skipping a turn. As an example, Capoeira, the base game requires you move 3 to attack stack. Oh, okay. So, wait a second. Okay, so it just says can only activate when armed for these, but well, I always assumed they just activated passively because there's no special instructions for any of these. This one says it will only activate on a crit. Let's look at another. Let's look at Krav Maga. Yeah, well, this one says only works on a downed or stunned target. So there are some requirements here for this one at least, but it doesn't look like Diamond Mind has any very special ones. And if it does, they're not mentioned exactly. But either way, we're killing it. We've barely been touched this whole time. We've killed at least 24 zombies. A lot of that was roof hacking, but hey, you do what you got to do. All right, let's see if we've got everything around here. Oh, there's a bunch right here. Now, what we have to be careful in these big packs of zombies, if there's a grabber zombie will pull us off the roof into the pack of zombies, and that's like instant, not instant, but it's pretty damn close to instant death. So that's the one fatal flaw when roof fighting. Why am I not killing these guys right now? What's up with this dwarf? Oh, bro, my spear broke. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, man. Okay, well, that means we must retreat and make a new spear or adjust our tactics. No more roof killing. We could still attempt to use our sword, but it's going to be more difficult. How many zombies are down here? I'm thinking Maybe it's Molotov cocktail time? What do you guys think? Who doesn't like a good cocktail in the afternoon? Let's go. Some day drinking, as I like to call it. Yeah, the Molotov. Let's lead them. You want to throw the Molotov so you lead the zombies. You lead them. Come on, little zombies. Yeah, I'm up here. Come into my arms. The warm embrace of my Molotov. Oh, I went into the bathroom. Yeah, we'll try and fix it. It's a good idea. Yep, just need a long stick or plank. Good call, my dude. Cool. Well, we can go into the woods and do that, but we just got a fire lit, so let's hold on. Hold your horses. Well, we'll come back for the fire. Let's go get ourselves a spear. It's better. It's better this way. Whoa, what's that? It's a blackbird. All right, save mode's turned back on. Let's turn on our music again because we're not in a great mood. Also, do I have my cards with me? I do. I have my deco cards. Let's play a game. Out here, just literally, we just walked 10 feet away from like a burning house in a zombified city, and I just decided to play a game of cards right here. All right, let's see. What do we need? A small tree. I don't see it. Watch this, though, Consolus. Watch this, bro. Watch this spell. Shipwrecker. It doesn't say this. All it says is this creates a crushing shockwave, but watch what it does when you're next to like a field of crops over here. Watch this. Watch this. Oh, hold on. It didn't go off. Let me cast it actually. Look at that. Bro, it raises all the seeds from the field. These are all corn seeds. Now we can go pick those up and start, and it does it in a huge radius. I discovered this because I did it to my own garden. I was just like practicing various spells, and I successfully cast Shipwrecker, and it ruined my garden. I had to replant everything. But it's a cool spell. All right, anyway, it's a good way of getting seeds in large quantities. All right, what the hell were we doing here? It is kind of a heavy casting cost, but we're looking for a little tree. Let's go north. Here we go. And do it. Nice. You securely install a new handle. And is it the same old steel spear? It sure is. Still marked with the right key. Good job. Thanks, Consolus. Yeah, that's a cool way. We got a bunch of seeds doing that. In fact, I should probably pick some up. Let's turn on auto haul. And I'm just going to do a little dance through the cornfield. It's my corn seed dance. Wait, it's not auto hauling. Why did you stop all of a sudden? Oh, he won't go through the planted crops. All right, well, I got to do this the hard way. We do need these. I want to get a couple of gardens going, you know, in different places. As a vegetarian, we're going to have to rely on our own gardening skills. Oh, and of course, as a druid, we have this cool spell. What is it? Seed of Growth. So you can prick your own finger and draw a little bit of blood, or you can do it from any body part, actually. And it produces a seed, 13 seeds of growth, which are like a souped up fertilizer, essentially. So, yeah, we got a cool spell. A couple cool spells for gardening, I guess. All right, let's go. Wait, what is this? What the? Oh, bro, there's just a solar panel array right here, which I must have picked up at some point and left. Oh, you know what? I think it came from this. Yeah, it came from the evac shelter. Okay. Let's do something then. I'm going to return it to this loot pile. We definitely want to take this home. And we're going to drop it right here with the rest of our stuff. Let's return to the crater. All right. Safe mode is turned off. I really wanted to do some farming in the game but for that you need to play for a full year, which is nearly a real life year. It does take a while to grow crops. I remember doing it in my Woods playthrough. Yeah. I got cattails to grow within like a year or whatever, but it's not easy. You're right. It's part of why I like this game, though. It's open ended. There is some story to it and questing you can do, obviously, but overall, man, it's just like do whatever you want, and it's going to be very realistic, in a lot of ways. Like Consola says, if you want to grow crops, it takes almost a full year. All right, let's squish a couple of these boys. So this house is on fire. This one we need to search. That's the one I have my ladder set up on. Yeah, good. So the fire is in full swing. We should probably pull Timmy away from the house that's on fire. Come here, Tim. You're a little too close to that fire. What's happening? Okay. Yeah. Wait, is this Timmy? Yes, it is. All right. I think the noise of this burning building to the north probably drew most of the zombies up here already. Skyland, probably one of the best modes to farm. That's true. Skyland would be a good way of doing it for sure. Because that's one of the things that's not realistic. You don't have to worry about watering your crops. So yeah, you could just start one up there. 100%. Let's search this house before we set this one on fire, huh? I made a makeshift crossbow and some wooden bolts. Game says I haven't got anything to reload my crossbow with. 4 bright nights. Oh, Canoed. Welcome to the stream, buddy. That's unfortunate to hear. I've not played with that particular version of the game, but I think if you look at the weapon, it will tell you the variants of ammunition that you have. So see if just under the item description, maybe for some reason you've got the wrong ammo for the wrong weapon. I don't know. I'm not also very skilled with crossbows. I don't use those much. But I know just from the sheer variety of ammunition there are for guns, it's very possible that you just got the wrong kind. But hey, everything all on his back. What's up, buddy? Welcome back. Blood shape kind of weird. All right, let's see what else. Anything else we wanted from here? Not really. I don't want to smash this door, but I think I will. I was worried about noise, but there's literally a house on fire just like next door, so I don't think there's no noise issues right now. Grab that MP3 player. We're going to go downstairs, but let's check the kitchen. All right, we got some honey. Take the tea and the salt too. All right, we'll grab that. Let's go. Let's peek our heads downstairs. We're going to turn our headlamp on and just look. Okay, there's a couple of zombies. There's a closed door. And then there's another room that has iron sights and a socket wrench set. Yeah, let's check this basement out. Oversized silverfish, gross. All right, we're going down with our spear in hand. Let's go, zombies. Let's go, silverfish. I don't care. You're a neutral character. That doesn't matter to me. You're dead. Okay, that door's locked. Anything in here? Nothing to drink. Oops. Morphine and vibrators. Let's go. Complete guide to gunsmithing. Yeah, there's like a little gun. Oh, there's an iron door down here. Interesting basement. Oh, look at this. I feel like I'm going to step in here and there's going to be a trap or something. Live in a village? Right on, buddy. Hoo-hoo, look at this. Okay, we just came across a gun enthusiast. A Mosin battle rifle. Oh, these are from like World War II. Developed by the Russian Empire. Oh, wait. First World War. Damn. A Sporter AR rifle. What's that? A lightweight AR-15 platform. Okay. Has no threat of barrel collapsing stock. Huh. I don't know anything about guns. Oh, there's another 7-shot revolver. That's exactly the one we already have. We can have double revolvers. Let's go. Well, it's going to be hard to pick these up. I don't even care about the 22 rounds, to be honest. But we do have a trash can outside who's just waiting for us. All right, let's see. Wield that. Yeah, we'll leave the 22s. I'm not worried about the safes. There are 3 safes here, but we don't have the knowledge or proficiencies at safe cracking. So it would take us it would take us probably multiple days to crack that. All right. We are going to break this door down. And there's nothing. Okay. Nice find, though. Nice little basement. Did we check the kitchen? Yeah, we did. All right, let's see here. This room looks like there's probably nothing in here, but let me just scavenge around real quick. Oh, you know what? We do need these jars, don't we? They're filled with horseradish. Well, we'll just dump it on out. There's another trash can, too. Let me sneak over here. Look in this trash can real quick. Yeah, see, that one's busted up. Okay, stop trying to step in the bushes, buddy. All right, so this house has been searched. Up and down. Any books over here, maybe? Yeah, automobile. What a title. Just automobile. That's all you need to know about what the contents are. All right, so and my goal is down here. It's going to take us a day to get there, but gotta go slow with these city clears, man. Gotta go slow. What version? I'll show you exactly. Let's go to the menu real quick. Doesn't take long. So I'm playing on this version. It is a stable branch early release. So I'm aware that the full stable's out, but one thing I've come to realize with Cataclysm is once you find a version that you like, just stick with that, and I've decided I like this version. I like, most of what's included. So I've just stopped updating basically at this point. But that's my current game version. Yeah, I'm curious about trying out the current stable, but I know that there's a couple changes that I don't think I would like. So I've just decided to leave it where we're at. All right, we got our light on. Let's turn our headlamp off. Is Timmy full enough for us to justify turning around and going home? I don't think he really is. He's got a cargo volume total of 359 liters, and we've only filled a tenth of that. Let's keep checking houses. All right, we'll try this one. I like these wood walls. What is this? Just a regular house. Oh, and the one next door is broken. We do need to check this corner house too, though. But let's look what's in it. Oh, there's another safe in this one. I really need to learn safe cracking or something. Induction hot plate. Oh. I'm gonna grab that. That's why one of the reasons I love this game so much, just the sheer variety of stuff. Like, yeah, there's hot plates, but there's also induction hot plates. Yeah, there's coffee makers, but there's also atomic coffee makers. Yep, Cataclysm. Dark days ahead, my friend. It's one of my favorites. One of my favorites. And I'm very grateful that there's a group of folks out there who enjoy watching me play it too. All right, let's see here. Be careful. I don't think that guy saw me, but a reading light. Take the winter boots. All right, we got a basement here with 2 stairs. Let's continue to search the upstairs, though, for the moment. We got zombies behind us on the street. Looks like they're coming in towards Timmy. What are they doing? What are they doing? Oh, snap. Oh, crap, dude. I turned around and there was a wasp guard right next to me. This would normally be a very, very bad situation, but with the magic of tear gas, we've got it. Good night, little wasp. But that's bad news. Why is there a wasp in the city? I'm not seeing any wasp nests. So that's bad news, bears. I'm going to grab this. Which one of these is smaller? This one. We need something to cook in back at our base. Oh, now this room... Is that the pantry? Maybe not. Oh, there's more forest honey. We're going to be subsisting on tea and honey. But hey, I'll take it. No, I've never played Roblox, my friend. Alright. There's a couple of rooms in the front of the house here, but these doors are locked. I kind of want that gum. What is this noise? Somebody attacking Timmy right now? Oh, there's wasps. Oh, the wasps are invading. I don't even know where they're coming from. Yep, he's coming for me. We'll bring it. You didn't see how I treated your buddy, but you're about to find out. Boop. Now, there is a risk that tear gas can backfire, that you can misfire it, and it will actually spray you instead of your opponent. And that's a real dangerous situation. Yeah, any living creature, if it's a dermatic, if it's a dog, if it's a mosquito, one of those giant mosquitoes, they will all be susceptible to tear gas. These tear gas can't... Oh, ferals too? Zombified creatures, no. But anything that's a living creature, ferals and everything else... I wouldn't go so far as saying like slimes or, you know, when I say living, I'm talking about like the biological earth-based stuff. I don't know about, I don't think aliens are. The Migo, I can't remember. But yeah, tear gas is a lifesaver. These little tear gas sprayers, I always keep as many as I can on me because they're very small too. But they will save your life. All right, everything. See you later, buddy. Sleep well, my friend. All right. So let's turn off this MP3 player. It's almost dead anyway. Yeah, we'll smush him. Hey, Edvard's here. What's up, Edvard? How you doing, my friend? Welcome to the stream, buddy. I'm doing well. We're back with our druid character, and we're just clearing a city. We're on the lookout for more money, more loot. We're here with our best friend, the trash can. And we're filling it full of stuff, buddy. How you doing? Got some oatmeal and coffee going? Let's look at this trash can. You suck. Okay, this room's got a bunch of stuff in it. I pick up these brochures because they are very good trade value. $10 to less than 1/10 of a pound. Any map or brochure like that, always pick those up. Always, if you're intending on trading. These other books can be good. Let's see. I think Migo are affected, not a whole. Yeah, I can't remember. And Amigo is dangerous enough that if you wait to get it into melee range and it's not, it could easily kill you. Here's another one of those pamphlets worth $10. Big trade, big trade. We should be activating them too. They'll give us knowledge of certain locations. And then we can still sell them. Yeah. I'd be careful if you're going to use tear gas against Amigo, because it might not be. Be ready with a gun or something as a backup. Now, this is a nice little truck. What do we got here? A low-end cube van. Why are you going to call it low-end? What about it makes it low-end? It's got a faulty engine, probably. Nothing in there. Let's move the cursor. All right, so we searched that house. Let's go back. We're going to backtrack a little bit. Check this one on the corner. Listen, I'm telling you, you can't neglect these houses. Because like we just saw in that basement previously, we just came across a basement, Edvard, and it had like 4 different guns in it, ton of ammunition and stuff, some like gun enthusiast's basement. It was awesome. Yeah, these houses can often have some good loot. Look at that, a jean jacket. We'll take that. I need that. I need that. Not seeing a lot of food, though. Technology brochure. There's another $10 in trade. Yup. Bikini. I'm taking regular books now, too, for trading purposes. We're also looking for bottles. Seasoning bottles will work. We need bottles for Molotov cocktails. We'll take that mortar and pestle. All right. That's it for this little house. All right. Did we check the bedroom? Yeah. What's this? Oh, a pair of arm warmers. All right. So we can gray this one out. I like to be thorough about my map marking, you know? That way, if we come back here in the future, I can remember with ease. We should probably squish these corpses. Oh, good. The fire just went out. Yeah, we can loot these two now. Some antibiotics. Looting's so slow, though. There's a house to the north of us that's on fire. I don't know how it got that way. Boop, boop, boop. All right, that's good. Looking good. Let's go meet up with Timmy. We got zombies coming in from the northeast. Where'd you come from? What are you doing over here? What do you want? Let's go swords out. Sword out, people. Bring it. You're dancing with the diamond mind. Yeah. Just watching Raycons run in the mega city. Nuts. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. That's awesome, buddy. All right. So we got a bit of an issue. We can't smash the acidic zombie. So what we got it. Ooh. Oh, look. Tear gas sprayer. That one's fully charged, baby. Take these MREs. We just found some food and a Ruger. Oh, that's good. See, I'm telling you, man. Zombies are the way to go. All right, so what we need to do is pick up the corpse of the acidic zombie. We got to pick him up. We got to drop him at our feet. And now we got to dismember him. All right, then he's done. He's done for. We're slowly trying to make our way down here. There's an outdoorsman store and a police station, which I think could be interesting. So it's kind of where we're going. But if we need to stop at some point because it's 1 p.m. or if we get too injured, we'll just go home, rest up, and then we'll come back in the morning. With another trash can. All right, so this house is nothing but an empty lot. This house looks pretty promising. Let's pull up our buddy Tim. Now, I mentioned good trade value. The best, really, is these scrolls right here. $40. You're going to get probably like between $30 to $35 in trade for just over £1. Always pick those up. Always, always, always. And you'll find them usually in the trash. It's the apocalypse, people. You don't overlook the trash. Gun nut pamphlet. Oh, now that's nice. Let's activate that for the gun nuts. Yeah, and that will literally show us where there's like gun stores now. All these little red ones. Cool. Some food would be great. Okay. I'll take sugar and instant cocoa. That counts. That counts. It's food. So KorGgenT's doing a series that is mega city. So the whole world is just a big city, huh? That's a challenge, man. You would have to very slowly just pick your way through house by house, block room by room, possibly if you're like in an apartment building. How would you do a base though? Would you ever be able to have a base or even like work on a vehicle or something? I don't know. That seems very challenging. I have to watch that. It could be appealing to watch. KorGgenT's got great content. Oh, here's the kitchen. Nothing. Boo. Oh, more sugar and tea. We'll take it. Curry powder this time. Let's go. Oh, it's his old run, his dusk season. Got you, got you, got you. Yeah, sadly, I don't keep up as much as I probably should, but... Alright, so we searched this place pretty thoroughly, didn't we? It's like, whoops. It's like a little duplex, so there's a side-by-side. Did we search the southern one, though? Okay, yeah, we did, didn't we? Yeah. Just want to be extra thorough here. All right, we're fine. He went from Mega City to Inner Woods, kind of getting whiplash a little. Yeah, no kidding. But that's okay. That's what you want, diversity. And that's one of the great things about this game. Is it definitely offers you a wide range of options for play. With everything from the mods it's got to just the character customization and the details you can get. Let's check this vehicle. There's a zombie lizard coming from behind the house we just searched. The town feels kind of quiet, doesn't it? It's a little suspicious. You know, another thing I'm not doing much of is using my magic right now. I mean, we're not really in need of it, but it's good to just keep it in the front of our heads, so if something comes up, we can use it. We've definitely got some good offensive spells. I've got my Jolt spell up to level 10. It has 0 chance to fail, and it does a decent amount of damage. I just did a TCL escape. Took me a few trips for that one. Damn grenade hacks. Transcoast Logistics escape. I didn't know. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. You can start from there. I didn't know that that was one of the starts. There we go. All right, what are we doing? Where's Timmy? He's behind me. Let's check this house dead ahead. It's a big one. Here we go. Oh, computer science? Does this teach us computers? That's a hard skill to find books for. Yeah, textbook about computers. These little games can trade for a decent amount, too. It's funny, the stuff that trades well. Uh-oh. Open the door to the outside. Come on in, sweetheart. What do you got on you? Okay, there's another zombie to the south who just spotted me. Just chew his gum for him. We'll pick up that tear gas, and we'll just close the door. Oh, we got it downstairs. Yeah. Oh, look at this little back room. There's like survival guides and stuff. Jars. Yes, we need those. Has this got water in it? It has 1 charge of clean water. Drink it. Interesting. I wonder what the downstairs is going to look like. What's this? There's a zombie child in here or something. Ooh, 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 ooh. All right. Let's go below. Turn on the headlamp. I like to peek below first before we go in. All right. This is large enough to investigate. We got a game room with a howling wave. Oh, shite. Took a little damage with that confrontation, but I think we're okay. Let's just look what we got. So let's check the rest of this area. Okay. Yeah, sadly there's nothing down here. What we're going to do is put away the spear. We're going to turn off our light real quick. And we're going to use Mind Over Pain. Beautiful. So that just relieved our pain at the cost of no mana. Okay, so this house has been searched. Do we want to burn it? I think this is a good candidate for a burn. Let's go back over here. So that house has been destroyed. Oh, we got wasps. This house has been destroyed. I am kind of curious about this fast food restaurant. I've never seen one this size before. Is it like mostly parking lot or something? Man, those wasps killed dozens of zombies down there. Do you think there could be food in here? It's worth a check. It's a fast food restaurant. Let's just look. All right. Yeah, it's mostly parking lot. I'm going to gray it out here. All right, there's a couple of zombies behind us. Oh, well, it's partially destroyed. Yeah, okay, there's not much here at all. No, it's just a bunch of bulk. Wait, was that a Denari? No. There's little terminals here. I guess that's for ordering. God, even in Cataclysm, they've replaced real workers with, like, AI prompts. Damn it. Even in the apocalypse, we got to worry about our jobs being taken by AI. What's up with that? Let's see here. All right, so that was lame and bunk. Let's grab Timmy and let's get moving. We got moderate weariness. It's 2 p.m. Let's see if we can push to the end of this road just to see what's what and what's ahead of us. And we'll probably turn back and return to our base with a couple hours of daylight left. Okay. Pretty open. God, there's like no zombies around. There's a couple here and there. Considering all the manhacks and such, I imagine AI is one of the many titular cataclysms. Very true. Very true. That's a good point. Yep. Robots gone wild. But it's a great concept, you know, a world that has been subjected to every conceivable type of apocalypse all at once, you know. It's a bit over the top, you know. If you try to watch a movie or do like a series, it would probably come across almost comical in some ways, you know, just because it's so wild of a concept. But it's done, I think, pretty well here in this world. At least I like it. Where's this boomer? Okay. So we made it to the end of the road. It looks like this house is nothing but an empty lot. There's a couple of trash cans up here, though. Let's check these. Bet you there's, yep, scrolls in here. We need to go to the forge. Can't remember the last time we visited the forge, but it's worth checking it. So yeah, if we can just push another 2 blocks or so to the south, we'll be at the outdoorsman store and the police station. Oh, there's a dojo to the south of it too. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm very happy with our current martial art, but I'm always up for more. Sporting goods store and a home improvement store. Yeah, it's a good block. All right. Let's follow through with our plan, though. We're going to head out of the city right now. Give me that cough syrup. There we go. All right, let's drop everything into the tin, and we'll grab them. I'm going to turn on safe. Oh, no, we got a zombie dog right behind me. How do these just appear out of nowhere? There's another one coming. Oh, it's the boomer that we saw earlier. Spit at me. Okay. Well, that probably notified a few zombies, so let's push our guy. And push it to the end of the road. All right, here we go. Out of the city now. We could turn on safe mode. We're going to go up to our loot that's here. No, don't try and drag that through the forest. Got to stick to the roads with Timmy here. I'm a little bit worried about getting him over the dirt road, which goes to the Forge of Wonders, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Still got to get to the base. All right. Okay, let's use advanced inventory management to put all that stuff into Timmy, and we're back on the road again. Let's quick save it real fast. Kind of wish someone would do a Riffs mod for it. Reminds me of Riffs. Oh, they've added in a howling dog that stays 5 to 6 tiles away and just makes lots of noise. Very dangerous. That does seem bad. Yeah, but that's, some dogs are like that though. That's a great addition in the realism sense, because some dogs don't just run up and attack. You know, they're hunting dogs who have been trained through generations to just alert. You know what I'm saying? To not go in for the kill when they see their prey or they see something that they think should be alerted. They'll just stand there at a distance and bark. Yeah, 100%. All right, so we've made it back to our little base. Let's sort through some of the loot. It's only 2:30 p.m. We're not like injured or anything. So I think we can make a trip to the Forge of Wonders. Let's just separate out some of the things we want to keep here at our little mini base and some of the things we want to take to trade. We're going to keep all the foods. That's all staying here. Riffs would make a great mod, by the way. There you go. Keeping some of our medical stuff behind. Okay. Some of the books we haven't read. You know what? Actually, on second thought, let's just stand here and read these real quick. No. This way we know what we can take and what we don't want. Most of these are cookbooks. All right. Drop it all again. All right. Yeah, so that'll stay. Computer science we want. Family cookbook. Those are going to be traded. The iron sights will... Oh, yeah, we'll take... That's staying. Cord seeds, those stay here because we're going to plant those. Pills, nails, glue. All right. So everything else in Timmy now is for trading, pretty much. Not this stuff, actually. Yeah. All right. Everything here is for trading. So this pile of is our stuff. Actually, before we go inside, let's grab the seeds. And we're going to plant them right here at our little garden spot. So let's add another farm. Corn 16. What was that? That's 4x4, so that's technically 16, but 2 of the spots are already taken. So I'm just going to say that's fine. All right. O to farm our plots. There we go. We got a little square of corn. I love it. You know what? Maybe we should do the other 2. I think we've got 2 left. We'll just do them over here real quick. Get all this stuff planted, man. Okay. We'll drop the shovel here. Come across more seeds. How the hell do I handle grinning and salivating coyotes ambushing me? This is the 3rd time in a row they kill me. I assume that they're zombified, so tear gas won't work against them. Do you have a spear? You could climb a tree. If you climb a tree with a spear, you could probably just stab down at them. Although, I don't know what version you're on and if that's, like, allowable, but that might be worth a try. That's how I handle wargs, typically, because they're much faster than I am. All right. Let's go through what we've got here at our feet. Excuse me. We'll see about trading some of this away too. There's a bunch of crap here, I'll tell you that much. Hold on, let me just do this manually. All right, this is all food. Ah, yes. Okay. That's good stuff for trading. So look at what's here. I don't think there's anything in this pile worth picking up. Not really. All right. One last pile to look through, and we'll head to... Oh, we've got that solar panel array. I forgot about that. Want to set that up. Pick up that ID card. All right. I think we've got what we need. Here's the problem, though. I didn't really leave myself much room for the solar panel, did I? Yeah. Gonna have to move it. Not too bad, though. All right. Wait, I don't know if I can get the cord there through that. Well, maybe. We don't need to worry about it right now. Let's just place our solar panels. Okay. It's a little bit better of a spot. Also, let me check a couple things. Let's hook up this MP3 player. We'll plug that into the battery, and then we'll leave it here to recharge. I have to do something to my phone, too. Sorry, I have to drop the Hello Kitty phone case. Okay, so our smartphone is fully charged up. That's beautiful. I'm carrying too much stuff on me, though, but... Oh, well, we've got some trading stuff. That's right, that's right. All right, we're fine. Oh, I am hauling... Oh, crap, I have auto haul turned on. Damn it. Dang it. Thank you, Edvard. Get in there. All right, that's better. No more hauling stuff. We are weary and hungry, though. It's 5 p.m. now. I guess we'll wait and go in the morning. There's no reason to push our little guy here, but let's have some food. Oh, it's nice having all this food, man. For our first couple of runs, it was getting tough. Food was getting kind of challenging, but we've accumulated enough for now. Been there, done that. There we go. So let's take a look at Timmy real quick. He's got 62 liters of stuff in him, which doesn't sound like a lot, but there's actually quite a bit of loot here. Yeah, this is all good stuff. Do we want to keep any of these guns? HK417 marksman rifle. I mean, this sounds like a badass weapon. But at the same time, we're playing as a druid, you know? I'm carrying around my 7-shot revolver. And that's good enough for me. We do need some more 357 Magnum bullets, though. Will the 38 special work? Is that why it's green? I think so. We'll keep those. All right. The only thing that's bad about the revolver is you do have to reload it literally bullet by bullet, which is annoying, but that's how it is. All right, here we go. It's 5:30. Close the door. Oh, you know what we should do? Let's practice a little bit of magic before bedtime. We didn't use any magic in our combat today, clearing the city, so we'll just practice. Let's get our summon wolf spell leveled up if possible. Coffee time. You got it, buddy. There's one of our icy blue-eyed wolves. Love them. Love them. Come on, wolves. There's no threat. We're just practicing, basically. Each time we successfully or even unsuccessfully cast a spell, we get a little bit of experience towards leveling it up. All right. Yeah, that wolf spell is like one of the ones we started with. And as a druid, I think it's important we level that one up. Let's read about mechanics. We're very tired, though, so we're going to have to go to sleep pretty early, but we're okay. It's too dark to read now. Some of the goodest boys. What's up, Heineken? How you doing? All right, let's drop that book. I think I have too much stuff on me, just in general. I'm carrying a lot. But I think equally it's all important stuff, so we're going to keep it. Got 10 denarii, but we need more. All right, 7:30 p.m. Let's continue to read by Glowstick. Pick up that book about mechanics again, buddy. We just need our mechanics level up to 2 so we can remove some batteries, some of the big batteries from cars. Yeah, we're not going to be working or getting a vehicle going or anything, but level 2 mechanics is helpful for certain things. All right, time for some malted milk balls and some clean water. Tomorrow, too, we need to get a fire going and purify some of the water that we have here. Yeah, I need to find like a metal tank. All right, time for bed, though. Time for sleep, everybody. Thanks for coming by the stream, too, folks. Appreciate you guys hanging out today. Let's see. Let's do 6 hours. That should be enough. Oh, let's see. Okay. Well, we're awake. Now, I did use a couple of cocktails, so I've got 3 Molotovs left. Let's go ahead and drop the glow stick. Let's whip out another Molotov cocktail or 2 or 6. Glorious. Oh, yeah. 5 more Molotovs. Don't leave home without them, people. Let's eat, actually, before we go. Canned veggies. We're living very healthy. Very healthy. Chocolate bars and canned veggies, people. Oh, we've got this spear in a flask, too. I forgot about that. Where is that at? Kind of want to keep that with us. Yeah, that's actually a badass little item. Spear and a flask can save our lives if we get real desperate. All right, it's a bright new day, 7 in the morning. It's not quite summer yet, but we're super close. It's like 1 day away from summertime. When that happens, we're gonna start harvesting a bunch of fruit and any veggies we can find, and we're gonna dehydrate them. Yeah, because there's literally an orchard right behind us. Let me check these vehicles real fast. Looking for a tank. No. Yeah, I forgot there is actually one dehydrating or smoking rack right here. Yeah, I forgot about that. Usually I just make them straight up from scratch, but there's always one at these orchards, I guess for drying apples. Okay, we're grabbing Timmy and we're headed to the Forge of Wonders. Sounds easier than it is though, folks, because we got to drag this trash can with us. We're going to be going across some dirt roads here. Actually, we're pulling him through a field. I don't know if this is going to work. All right, hold on. So I'm going to push him. Watch pain. We're going to start injuring ourselves because this trash can's super heavy. But I think if we get him down to the dirt road, it's going to be easier. Yep, now we're in mild pain. So we're going to use our mind over pain spell to overcome that. Haha, cheat code. Instantly in pain again, though. Straining myself here for you, Tim. We appreciate that, buddy. Yeah, dirt road's dead ahead. Dirt road's dead ahead. There it is. Dirt road, we see it. All right, we're in mild pain. Let's not push it. Mind over pain, buddy. Oh, we didn't do the spell that time. We lost concentration. Oh, I don't think we can afford it now. Okay, we got it. And we're on the dirt road. Yeah, we're no longer straining ourselves, though, when we move to... Oh, I guess we are still, actually. I don't think it's quite as bad, though, on the dirt road. But boy, oh boy, we got a ways to go here. We got to make this turn and come this way. On second thought, maybe we'll just go straight. Mild pain. Shit. I might be better off eating some high-powered painkillers, but we don't have any. I've got morphine, but I'm not going to use that. Better looting at day or night? You know, I always loot during the days. I know that I've been advised by several people different times that like nighttime city raids are very safe, and you know, you get through there a little bit easier with the zombies not being able to see as well. But I don't know why. I'm just always biased to daytime looting. Living in accordance with the seasons. Very druidic. You know it, buddy. Dragging this stupid trash can around sucks, though. I'm looking forward to the next run we do. I mean, not to say that I don't love the druid, but I do enjoy having a good vehicle. Okay, we're in distracting pain right now. Maybe if we do something... Let's just... that's not what I want. Let's work out for a little bit. That doesn't seem like a smart idea, but I think that'll help pass some of our pain. We'll do a light workout for an hour. Stop training. It did relieve some of our pain. Now we'll use mind over pain again. We failed. Try it again. There we go. We're down to mild pain. Night vision goggles can be absolutely great. That's true. If you can find some night vision goggles, then yeah, you probably should be doing some night looting. You know, we do have a spell, Dark Sight. That's one I need to practice more too, because it's only level 3, and it doesn't give me a very large radius, but if we do get that leveled up, I think that doing some night raids would be smart. Oh my god, this is such a chore to get down here. We might have to do this in runs too. Once we get down to the end of this dirt road, I might have to just grab whatever I can carry and walk to the forge's entranceway, which is right here. Because going across this field and stuff, that's not going to be possible with this big ass dude. In fact, we might just start right now. Is Timmy not marked? Yeah. Remember the vehicle, please. You know what? Another thing I can do probably. Hold on. We can drag it. Actually, we can drag it. I don't need to do this. Oh, we got most of the stuff out of it. Okay. Yeah. Wow. This dude can carry a hell of a lot. All right. The way you loot daytime is better. You just clear the city block by block. If you go for specific buildings in the middle of a city, the night can be better. That's a good point. Yeah, depending on what your goal is, really. If you want one specific building and you're not really interested in like, oh shit, there's a group of zombies down here. Yeah, if you're not interested in clearing block by block by block, yeah. All right, so we just encountered what looks like a herd of zombies ahead. There's at least a couple of them. I think they're chasing squirrels or something, but we are not in fighting strength right now. We're not injured. We're just in a lot of pain. Sorry. All right. So what we're going to do is mind over pain again. All right. Rest for a moment. Let's actually take a couple of aspirins here. I'm just going to take all 6 of them. And let's work out again for a short time. This on just 30 minutes, trying to let that aspirin kick in. Because we're going to have to go down there and fight these zombies. Man, my speed is still terrible. Come on, we're going. If we want to get these stupid bastards, we got to kill them. Oh, there's demon spiderlings over there too. Oh, there's a zombie horse. Ooh. That can be extremely dangerous. He doesn't see me yet, which is surprising. Oh, now he sees me. I was going to make a run for this rooftop, but we might just fight this thing straight up. Let's hit him with a jolt real quick. I'm going to activate a still spell so we can cast with our hands full. And I'm going to hit him with a jolt. I took a couple bars off his health. Now we're out of mana. So I'm just going to turn off still spell. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Take a bit of damage. Why can't I smash him? Oh, we don't, what? There we go. All right. I don't think we ever looked at this house here either. Oh, there's 2 more zombie horses dead ahead. Well. No. I love the titles of books in this game. Okay, well, there's not much in this place. No. Night vision goggles plus bow is unfair and very fun. Oh, that would be kind of cool. Just silent but deadly, man. That was my nickname in high school. But for other reasons. Wait a second. Hold on. Where's Timmy? Okay, he's up the road a bit. Was this all our stuff? Yeah, this is all the stuff. Where can you download the tile set? You have to search for Undead People. There's an unofficial version. Let me see if I can find it, actually. Yeah, so here I believe is the mirror that's being used the most. I think it's this one. Hold on. The unofficial version. Yeah. This is the one that's been downloaded a bunch. Yeah. Okay. So this is probably where you can find it's the unofficial version, but there's the GitHub for the tile set that I'm using. The official version has been pulled off for whatever reason. I think for copyright infringement of certain character sprites or whatever. All right. So we picked up everything and we're dragging it. God damn these horses, man. Just going to try and avoid them. Now there's a woodland white. A deer over there, zombified deer. You gotta be kidding me. We're surrounded. About to just turn safe mode off. All right, safe mode's turned off. They don't see me. I don't. Oh, wait, does he? No, he's just on the edge of my vision. Oh, we're getting close. We're close. No problem, my friend. No problem. It's a good tile set. It's my favorite. I definitely enjoy it. All right, wait. I thought the entrance was on this side. Crap. Oh, it's at the bottom. That's fine. All right. Safe mode's turned back on so we don't accidentally run into one of these dumb things. Zombie goblin is essentially blind. Oh, there's a batwing goblin too? What the hell, man? Where's the clockwork, stupid clockwork things? Get over here and do your job. Why am I fighting for the Forge of Wonders all of a sudden, doing their work for them? Ooh, a wrapped radiation badge. We'll take that. We have one on, but they're just like one-time use item. Although if it activates, that's not good. All right, what's happening? Oh, that's right. This town is right to the south of the forge, so it's super annoying. Okay, this tree is in my way. We'll take that, and we'll go trade it. Thanks, zombie, for delivering more loot right to my feet. Appreciate you. All right, here we go. There's zombies on the inside here. Will you please do your job? Ooh, more Necco wafers and cigarettes. What's the most completed? I think it's the Ultica. Ultica. If we go to graphics. No, we want tile set. I think it's this one. Ultica. This one right here. I've heard that is the most complete one. That's like the one I think that the game defaults to, I believe. I think. But yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not my favorite though, but all right, we can talk to the Forge Lord, or yeah, the former pirate through this window. Finally, we can trade with somebody. Please tell me you've got denaries. Oh shit, he doesn't. All right, so Yeah, what that means is we're not going to be able to trade with them now, but the good news is we can leave this loot here. Like I can literally just leave it right here and they won't bother it. We'll be able to come back here. This pile of loot will be totally fine and we can trade again in a week or two whenever their inventory's reset. Does he tell me when his inventory resets? Do we have to ask him? Oh, when are you getting new stuff? 1 day and 21 hours. Okay, so we just showed up a little bit earlier. That's fine. And I'm pretty sure that the librarian is also out of denaries too. Yeah. So that's fine. We moved all the stuff. It was quite an ordeal, but like I said, it'll be safe here. And we can slowly trade this stuff away. Yeah. Let me grab my Necco wafers and sugar. Those are meant to come with us. So we'll just leave it there for now. Turn on safe mode. Oh, God. Now we got to make it back to the apple orchard. Safe modes on. Look how close I get to that thing. Just doesn't see me. All right, let's get back to the trash can. Oh, you know what? There's some batteries over here. Let's go look at those. I have it marked. I think we want to grab those. Bro, I'm about to go kill this zombie horse. Getting real tired of it constantly triggering safe mode. I normally don't like to take on the horses because they're fast and hard to kill, but there we go. Not bad, not bad. We're getting pretty competent with our spear and stuff and diamond mine. Well, let me grab the batteries. Yeah, these are both pretty big, so we're going to have to just truck them over here. Oh my God. That's right, you can't cross over the plants. It's impossible. Ultuka would be the most complete, but UD Undead People isn't bad, though. It's pretty complete. Yeah, it definitely is. And it's even got like a little add-on plug-in for the Magicalism tile set, which I use all the time. So that's cool. I like that feature. All right, we're out of the cornfield. Probably got a zombie horse to kill still. All right, I'm coming for you, horse. Okay. What is this? Oh, gross. Grab our batteries. These batteries are going to be nice. We don't have a whole lot of solar panels, but a couple extra big capacities. This will be handy. All right, where's Timmy? Let me delete this note. Don't need to know where the cat's at. Here we go. Literally beating a dead horse. That's true. That's true. Did I pass Timmy? What? Oh, no. What am I doing? I'm looking at the note. Timmy's still ahead of us. We're coming for you, trash can. All right, I can probably turn safe. Not that. Not that. There we go. Man, this trip has taken us most of the day. It's 1 p.m. All right, we'll put these batteries into the trash. And now we'll push it. Oh, are you kidding me? I can't. Nope, the batteries are too heavy. Wow. Okay, so this is going to be a little awkward, but I think we can still do this. We're going to drag the batteries and grab the trash can. Look at this. I'm dragging batteries and pulling a trash can. We're doing great. We're loving life. I don't think this is going to cause us any pain, though, because the trash can's empty now. So, man, oh man, tell you what, life without a vehicle, people, not even a bicycle, nothing, nothing, nothing. This is it, though. We're druid. All right, so here comes the hard part. We got to go across the field to get to the road. I think since the trash can's empty, though, it's not going to be that big of a deal. Yay, we made it. Woohoo. All right, let's get back to the mine and we'll hook up our batteries. Can leave the trash can. Okay, grab that. Good. Those will charge up and get us a whole crap ton of power eventually. Let's drop in here and have a little bite to eat. Is there anything we can cook? Probably not without a fire, but we can do a cheese sandwich. Just one? Chocolate milk. Gallon jug full of chocolate milk. So let's eat the cheese sandwich, a couple canned veggies, and we'll drink our chocolate milk. Where is it? Oh, it's considered a food. There it is. All right. And let's have a couple of vitamins, maybe one vitamin, just to top us off there for the day. There we go. We're good. We're good. It's 2:53 p.m. We don't have full mana, but let's get out here and practice a little bit. What should we work on? Let's get Dark Sight, cast that once or twice successfully. There we go. Okay, that's all our mana. Let's see here. What's our goal? We've got to kill a day or so. We could return and try and take out more buildings and stuff, work our way. Have we learned Shocking Dash yet? No, we have Shocking Lash, but not Shocking Dash. No. We might have it back at our main base. We have, whoops, we have quite an assortment of books and loot down to the south here at our other base. And we're going to return to this one eventually, but right now we're just trying to, set up an alternate base here to the north and do some more trading. Let's look at our crafting currently. I'll just look through this, see what we can do, if there's anything interesting. Just learned that it can get you up on top and down from roofs. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I remember I once had, I think, I can't remember if it was magic or if it was a psychic ability, but I had one, it allowed you to teleport one block, but it was in any direction, so I could like teleport up onto the roof. That was really handy. There's a chicken cage. If only I knew where there was a chicken at, I would grab it. Nothing. Oh, we could make a bowl out of a skull. A macabre looking bowl made from the upper part of a skull. It's not really much rudimentary lockpick. Do we have any? Yeah, I've got 4 lockpicks on me. Of course I do. Carrying around everything. Everything, I tell you. All right, let's just do some practicing then. Now my cutting sword has been exhausted. What about spears? Carving. We'll work on social, maybe. How can I level up my melee real easy? Not easy, but how can I just do that at all? If we could find... There might be a zombie below ground or something. If I could... What's the... It's at 3, and we want to get it to 5 in order to have, like, access to all of our abilities for Diamond Mine. Our melee needs to be 5. Are there any slimes around? There could be... What are those one things called that are, like, neutral? Let's go look around just a little bit. I can't... They're, like, extra dimensional entities, but they don't attack you. Oh, hold on. Oh, there is a vehicle tank here. Hold on, we want this tank. I want to get some water purifying. We are going to go check out some stuff, but try and get our melee up. But let's pour this into the tank. Okay. Let's drop it for a second. I don't think we set up a brazier here. Is this going to work? Makeshift. I've never... Wheeled. Huh. Never made the makeshift one before. All right, so let's put this out here so it doesn't burn. Is this going to work? It's just a bucket. All right, so we're trying to set a decent enough fire here. So it'll boil this. It's not going to work. You can't hold that large of a thing. Damn it. All right, we'll deal with that later. It's 4 p.m. We're losing light. Let's go look for something to punch. I'm frustrated. I need to punch this bird right here. Nope, it flew away. Maybe we could come up against some Canadian geese or something. Does leaving fire and water still work? They remove... I think it... Yeah, on the version I'm playing, it does. Yep. See, this is why I don't update. Because they make weird changes like that. Which I don't care for. Yep. On the version I'm playing, that's a go, buddy. That's a thumbs up. And I'm telling you, I am not going to update. I am not updating. It's not happening. Right, bring it on. This dude's going to short out my phone and stuff. How dare you try to do that? I hate those slavering biters, man. They always get you. Those things are hard to avoid hits from, even with their diamond mine. It is not easy. Bleeding over here. We're in distressing pain from like a couple of hits. What the hell, man? All right, we're going to wipe ourselves down. I don't have any bandages on me. That's a mistake. I think we used them all, but we'll have to make some more. Visitors pass. There we go. All right. So I guess the scientists don't have anything. Are there corpses here? Normally there's just scientist corpses around where it says scientist, but David's here. The update is supposed to be a step in the right direction, so the leaving it can be applied to other foods. I'm not sure I understand that statement. Let's see here. If we could find some slime, that would be the best thing. We should get up here and check this mansion too at some point. Maybe instead of tomorrow, although it would be really hard to get the loot back. Because there's no direct road like the city. Huh. Unattended recipes are a thing now. Oh, so you could like bake a cake or something and like just by leaving it sit near a fire maybe or something like as an example. When you start to craft clean water, it gives you the option to leave it and do other things. Oh, interesting. Oh, there's a magical. Yeah, we need to check this little area over here, but let's not get too distracted. Oh, maybe we can do one of the mushrooms. I don't know. Getting close to the mushroom dudes is not good, though, because they'll hit you with spores in the face. Nobody wants that. I just want an easy and way of, like, leveling up melee. Now, if I just practice unarmed, will this level up the melee, or this just strictly levels up unarmed? Huh? Is that how that works? This only levels up the proficiency, and the primary skill is unarmed. Yeah, I don't think that'll help us. Keep looking around. I don't like this pain that we're in, though. Yeah. I'm of the mind that I don't see any compulsion or any reason to update if I, don't like some of the changes that are made. I don't feel the need to just like keep up with the latest branch or anything like that. Personally, I know some people might, but for me, I'm happy with this version. There's a separate train for melee. I don't obviously don't have. Oh yeah, you're right. It's right there. What do we need for it though? So I understand that it's brown, so we can't. It's not going to help me. But how do I scroll this? What are we missing? It's going to show every goddamn weapon in the game. But why is it just not? So how do I unlock like the next one? I think we've just surpassed what practicing can do for us when it comes to melee. Because I don't see like an advanced. Maybe we have to learn it from a book or something. I don't know. Yeah, I don't even see any other melee down here. Yeah, it might already be too high for practice. I think that's what it is. Practice only gets your melee up to 3. Okay, so that's what we're at. Yeah. That's no problem. Like I said, if we can find some slime or something benign to punch around, we'll do that. But gonna have to get pretty lucky to find something like that. Let's go down here to these college kids. It's usually books or maybe training dummies. Oh, I bet you if we had a punching bag or something, that could be cool. Bet you that would do it. You might need a specialized book. That dojo might help. Yeah. We're going to make our way there. A zombie soldier? The hell? I don't know. We're in distracting pain right now. I don't know how smart it is to take on a zombie soldier. Alright, we're just in mild pain now. Let's try that spell one more time. didn't work. There we go. Now we're in minimal pain. We're at 100% speed. Let's go. Oh, Jesus. There's like 5 of them. 6 of them down here. Well, maybe we can pull them one by one. With a diamond mind, anything is possible. Yeah, these guys are going to have some loot on them too. Oh, you know what? Actually, these bayonets and the sheath, I thought I had it set to auto pick those up. At one point I did. Bayonet. Huh. Wait, what's it called? Why is it not picking that up? I don't know. The auto pickup is like hit or miss. All right, I will still grab it though, because those bayonets trade for a decent amount. All right, put that away. Squishy, squishy. Let's go get the other ones. These guys have too good a loot to just let them wander around down here. Swoop around and flank this guy. Pull him off by himself. Here we go. Hemostatic powder. Okay. Trap a soldier or something in a bear trap. They'd be able to fight back though, wouldn't they? He picked up the sheath that time. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know, but all right, we're going. We're good. A couple more to go. Being real careful with these zombies, soldier zombies specifically, because of their armor potential, but lure them away one by one. Oh, he got me. Dropped my sword. Let's go. True grenades, people. That's what I'm talking about. Zombie soldiers. It's my favorite kind of a zombie, to be honest. All right, did I pick up the bit? Pick it up. Oh, we got both of them. Don't know if it's the worst. Oh, trap soldier. Not against the spear. Well, I'm not trying to train spears. I'm trying to train melee. Spears are easy to train because I just attack zombies, but melee is hard to train because I don't want to get damaged while I'm doing it. Okay. Nice. We got a rifle, more food. Picked up the sheath. Picked up the sheath that time. Another grenade, more food. Let's drink this clean water. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Okay. Did I drop something, though? No, we were just on the lookout, right? What's my melee percent now? See if I'm learning from the soldiers. I think we are, yeah. I mean, we are learning as we kill zombies. Yeah. Because I think it was lower than this. It's getting up there. Certainly. Yeah. I was just hoping maybe we could, I don't know, if we could lure like a slime back or something. And that would be helpful. Like have it around the base. but it's no big deal. We're just out trying stuff. Got some good loot from those zombies, though. No, can't eat the pork sticks. Kerosene lamp, that's an interesting little find. All right. We should go fight a nest of spiders with our bare hands. How about that? No, probably not. All right, safe mode's back on. Well, it's not bad. You know, we'll just have to learn, like, level it up naturally, I guess. Just like Edvard said, just through fighting. Just from fighting. Okay, so this was stupid and I hated it. Let's get this out of here, actually. Take down a makeshift. Who wants a makeshift brazier? It's ridiculous. What I need is this locker. Hold on. Beautiful. Give me the sheet metal. Also give me that lock and key. We can practice our locksmithing with that. All right. Nope, wrong screen. Bam. This is what we want. Feeling tired? No, don't stop crafting. Don't ever stop crafting. No, we're dead tired right now. It's 6:30 in the PM. Okay, we got to get this fire lit, though. Getting tired of playing around here. Okay, the water tank is in the fire thing. Now we just need a bit more fuel for it. Because I just got a couple sticks and crap in there. Let me look here. I think there's coal. Yeah, there's like 20,000 coal units. We'll burn that. I assume that'll burn, right? Is that going to burn? What does it say? Flammable. That's a lot, though. Maybe I don't need all that. We can save some of it. Okay. Start the fire. We'll just let that water purify in the morning. Should be good to go. Is the oven electric? Could be set up. We don't have very much power right now, but we definitely will think about that for sure. I don't know. I don't like the way we've got this set up. It needs to be, we need to do something else with it. But, oh well, we're fine right now. We are dead tired, but we've also come across a whole buttload of MREs. So actually cooking stuff right now, at least, is not that big of a deal. Look at all this food we can eat, though, because it's got meat in it. Oh, you carnivores. You don't know how good you got it. All right, we're dead tired. Let's read a little bit, though. Vehicles, no. We'll do computers, I guess. The druid doesn't really interact with computers that much, but there it is. No, it's too dark to read now. Well, I think it's probably safe to go to bed. We are super duper tired. You could get a low damage weapon and get more swings in, but that's dangerous. Yeah. Probably just trade it. Let's go for a full 9 hours. So we're going to bed at 8 p.m. Super early. Super duper early. All right. Oh, I thought we were awake. 5 a.m. 4:50 exactly. Let's eat a little breakfast of some canned veggies and mustard. Squeezing that right into our mouth. Delicious. Oh, what is this noise? What's this noise coming from? Oh, bro, something's trying to get us. Something's discovered my home. Bro, it's tearing down the fencing over here. It's a lay spark zombie. What? Where did these come from? They got pissed with me, I guess, traipsing around. Oh, it's summer. Summer day 1, I noticed, because all the berries and crap. Where do they go? What are you idiots doing? Was that all of them? Nope, there's more. It's a fly. Oh, they chased a little fly in here. Look at his little mouth. Hold on, I want to take a screenshot of that right there. That little guy right there. Capture this. Look at his little mouth. Okay. All right. Well done. Well done. I don't know. Should we put it out of its misery? The poor little baby fly. Come here. Oh my God. What a horrible mess. All right. Well, that was unfortunate. Our sanctuary got violated by these filthy zombies. So, yeah. Look at this. There's berries here. Oh my gosh. We can just pick the blueberry bush and eat a handful of blueberries. What this makes me want to do is go ahead and set up some dehydrating stations and charcoal pits. We're gonna need a saw, though. Don't have a saw. If we can make one. I know that the multi-tool has wood sawing as one of its qualities, I think. Yeah, wood sawing 1. But I don't think we can take down a tree with that, which is what we need. If we're going to set up charcoal pits, I need to be able to cut down entire trees, because it takes a lot. Let's do Q. What? Oh, I think I know what I did wrong. There's no space here. No? What? What? Really? Was it wood sawing, not cutting? Is that what it was? That's what it was. Oh, you can do it with the hacksaw? Oh, this only has wood sawing 1, 2 as well, though. Huh. Maybe I'm looking for chopping. I'm not sure. Yeah, that won't let me do that. Let's try the hatchet. Oh, I have a hatchet. What am I doing? Duh. There's no tree to chop down. Oh, we got a hatchet, so we're totally fine. It's pretty labor intensive, but well, there we go. We just chopped down a tree. It's actually a little bit easier if you wield the hatchet. It's going to be a day of just heavy labor. Okay. So this is a decent amount of lumber. Looks like the water didn't purify. I guess the fire went out, maybe? Okay, so next what we need, in addition to all this wood and lumber, we're going to need more, but we also need rock. So let's grab one of these long sticks, which has halfway decent bashing on it. We're going to go break some rocks up. Let's place these. This is the best thing. Get ready, people. It's going to get loud. Oop. Okay. Let's come back and drop those because we can't carry a whole lot of rocks. Oh, zombies coming in. Where'd you come from, punk? Favorite these. Okay. Let's take out the zombie. What are you doing over here? Get away. Get away. What? It's always loud when you're playing rock music. Nice one. Squish. All right. Yeah, there's no fruit on these trees yet. I think the apple trees aren't ready till the fall, but summertime there's a lot of fruit that we can get out of the forest. If we just go into one of these forests, oh yeah, we're going to be able to load up some of these smokers. All right, so let's just see. Debating on where to build these right now. So we'll just build them right in here. I think for charcoal, it's not that big a deal. We're fairly close to some trees we can cut down. I think I need more sticks though. It's hot where I live. Oh, it's over 100 degrees Fahrenheit in the shade. Damn, Jason, that's rough, buddy. I hope you can stay cool, my friend. Thanks for hanging out and coming by the stream, though, regardless. Appreciate everybody coming in. Yeah, you're right. There are a bunch of trees around the mine shaft that have fruit on them. And they're all going to get turned into charcoal. No. All right. That might be enough rocks. I think what we're actually short on might be some long sticks next, but this is a great way of just getting... Oh, I know what we're missing. We need this shovel. That's why. I'm sitting here like, where's the option for charcoal pits? But we need a shovel. Yeah, once we get this going, food's not going to be an issue. There it is, charcoal can. It's taken him a while to build that. I think there's something going on in our reality bubble. Can we get one more? Not yet. We can probably start one of these though. Yeah, we can start both of them. No. Okay, so they both have logs in them. It's going to be 23 hours, a full day before these are ready. So that gives us time to whip up the dehydrators that we're going to need next. But what's going on, Avriel? The run's going well, my friend. We are still alive with our little druid here. We're hanging out just north of the Forge of Wonders because we're doing some trading with them. Obviously, we're stacking our loot. We've got an absolute pile of stuff down there to trade. But in the meantime, we're setting up some dehydrating stations so we can start to preserve food long term. You know, our character, of course, is a vegetarian, so we've got to keep him. It's more difficult, obviously, not being able to just kill like a cow or a Canadian goose or a skunk and just devouring that, but it's still been fun. It's a whole different way of playing, no doubt. All right, so let me think here. Yeah, we definitely want another charcoal pit, 3 at the least. So let's grab another stick. We need more stone. And we'll also need stone to create the racks themselves. I don't pick up the individuals because it's too pointless. There's no good boulders out here, dude. Here we go. Not a whole heck of a lot going on. Things are good. Playing my experimental run, raiding an aircraft carrier and said, "Round, that's awesome, buddy." I've ventured onto the aircraft carriers myself, and they are a challenge, no doubt about it. You know, one of the best pieces of loot you can get from those is the what is it called? ASRG. It's the generator that runs on a radioactive core or whatever, so you don't have to put gas or diesel in it. It's basically like free electricity. You can find those on the aircraft carrier. You find one of those sitting around, man, grab it, and that's like the best loot. Now, there's probably an entire armory too, not to mention like a food kitchen, a pantry. I can imagine. And I remember the one I raided, we didn't clear the whole thing, but one place I did find like the mechanic or the garage or whatever. And there was an absolute ton of tools and welding equipment too. So yeah, aircraft carriers are fun. I like any military that you can get into safely and raid is a huge, like military. If we could find a military base, that would be absolutely amazing. But one of these days we'll come across one, I'm sure. I think one of those in the military base I live in. I haven't set up in fear that it'll radiate my home. I've thought about that. I wouldn't be surprised if one of those things could like fail and short out and irradiate you. But I've used one myself, and when I did turn it on, I was like nervous. I was worried that it was going to like flag my radiation badge or something, but it didn't. Not to say that it's a guarantee with every one of them, especially if it's damaged too. If it's like partially damaged, then I probably wouldn't even bother. But I know what you mean. That fear was there for me as well. Okay, so that's a third charcoal pit. We're weary. Look at that. This is a lot of physical activity. We just set up 3 charcoal pits. It's only 2:15. We're hungry and thirsty. Let's take a break and go eat. Actually, you know what? Yeah, we'll do that. ASRG will leak radiation if damaged, Edvard says. I believe Edvard, too. Yeah. Well, you can tell if it's damaged or not. And if it is, just don't touch it. Ever tried the aircraft carrier escape? Really fun. And now, how would you escape it, though? Like, would you have to find a boat? Are there like little lifeboats you could find? I bet you there's probably one of those like inflatable boats or something. Yeah, that would be interesting. Well, maybe we'll try a really difficult start for our next run or something. That could be fun. I remember we did one start, or I think it was during the one of the Sky Island runs I did live stream where like it dropped me basically in the middle of a city. It was kind of on the outskirts of a city. But yeah, it dropped me like a couple of blocks like in the city, and we had to run out to get towards like our exit point or something. I can't remember exactly, but that was a fun one. That was difficult, but fun. All right, let's close up. Probably just going to hole up in here and read for a little bit. Let's read about, we'll just read more food handling. The mall. Oh, that could be cool. All right, we're a little bit less tired. We still got some daylight. We need to cut down another tree. I don't know. We're pushing our guy here quite a bit. But we've got a 3rd charcoal kiln now going, and there's no charcoal being made. So let's cut this big boy down. We'll just chop up a little bit of this wood. Yeah, we're very tired now again. All right, using advanced inventory management, we will put 4 logs. We'll do all the splintered wood and the sticks, and that should be just about full. Give it a start. All right, so now we got quite a bit of charcoal going. That's a good amount. And don't forget, don't forget there is a drying rack already in this orchard stall. So I'll probably just go down there and use that one to start with, but we'll build our own too. I did the overrun start, so my character's former army, specifically a designated marksman, Santiago Rodriguez, needs to shave as it's been 2 months since start. Now he's rocking a long beard. That's awesome, buddy. That sounds really cool. I'll let you guys in on a little secret. I'm actually working on one of those 100 days videos. I survived 100 days. Those are always real popular, and I'm doing it for Cataclysm. I'm on day 39. This is a whole different run. It's a solo run. I'm just playing like a couple hours in the morning. Like I'll record a day or two, and it's going to be, basically a super cut of all the 100 days. Just kind of going through. It's been fun. I don't know when it's going to come out because, like I said, I'm still in the midst of recording for that. But it's going to be just a one-off video, and I'm thinking of titling something like I survived in the hardest zombie apocalypse simulator there is, really playing up the difficulty of Cataclysm, Yeah, I've never made 100 days video before. I've started with some games before, but never got it. It's just a lot of work, you know. But anyway, I'm up for it. All right, let's see. Let's get in here. I'm very thirsty. Did our water ever purify? Now I'm starting to doubt myself. I was pretty sure we could purify water. Now I'm doubting it. We should have water somewhere here. Wait, what? Oh, did I use it all for that chocolate milk maybe that is now old? Probably what happened. All right. The old store. All right, we're gonna check our little fire. Is it still going? It's clean now. Yeah, so it did work. Took a bit of coal to get it going, but yeah. So we got a full tank of clean water right there. We'll put that over here next to our bed. Yep. Delicious clean water. Yeah, with that character, I'm going for a Technomancer / Animist and Storm Shaper. And I've found that I am really liking Animist. It's got some wacky spells, man. You can tell that like it's pretty dark. It's basically if you want to get into blood magic and or necromancy, it's really Animist that you want to go for. It's not spelled out exactly, like it doesn't call it blood magic, but there are some spells that really do kind of. Where's the one? Do I have it? Now, there's one in the Animus tree that's called like sacrifice, and it allows you to sacrifice one of your companions, and I think you can turn him into an undead creature. So yeah, it's very dark, but it's also cool. It's got some crazy cool spells. And this Mind Over Pain is super useful because it doesn't take mana. It just uses your own stamina. So you can cast it even when you're out. It's really helpful. Something I've noticed takes forever is to purify one drum of water just setting it on a fire spot. Yeah, several days to the point where I purified using bleach instead. I can believe that. Yeah. You might split it up into smaller containers too. I don't know if that would help you. I've done those big gallons, but that's usually something I'll set up at like my permanent base, when I just have like a fire, like tons of firewood going. But you're right. It's tough. All right, so we got some rocks. Let's grab these. I don't think we're going to be able to get a charcoal thing made. Or not a charcoal thing, a drying rack, but maybe we'll try it. I need to cut up the rest of this wood, though. Yeah, that's probably enough activity for the day, though. 7:30 p.m., extreme weariness. Yeah, it's time for bed. How's our calories? We're fine. Vitamins are good. I actually didn't get a whole lot of calories this day, only 1567. Let's eat some candy. There we go. That's helpful. And some toaster pastries. That'll boost our calories. We just don't want him to get too skinny. His weight is normal, which to me is like, it's like underweight. It's like that expression, 2 is 1 and 1 is none. It's like if you're normal weight, you're actually underweight. And if you're overweight, you're actually at your normal weight in this game. Doesn't make a lot of sense until you really start to play it. And then you realize, oh yeah, okay, that is right. All right, let's go to sleep. Summer day 1 is over. We're getting ready for some food preservation, though. We're just going to sleep a full 9. And with all this hard work we're doing, though, we're getting a good night's rest every evening. Okay. Let's have some food. Rotten cornbread. Yeah, it might not be a bad idea to go ahead and hook up that oven, like David was saying, too. I think we do have enough power to do that. But let's stay focused on one thing at a time. And that is getting some of these dehydrators made. 7 hours, 12 hours left for that. I've died from odd fat finger moments, so that's true. Whenever you go to the eat menu, I see the flask of spears and I get nervous. You're going to drink that? I know. It appears like right at the top when I'm nowhere near any food, too. I know what you mean. Yeah, I've definitely made stupid mistakes before by like accidentally hitting something I shouldn't have. In fact, I did it in this run when I accidentally smashed the door of a house that was like technically inside the boundary of the Forge of Wonders, and they got all pissed at me. We had to go in and literally debug it so they wouldn't be like hostile anymore. All right, so why did I bring these logs with me? Oh, damn it. All right, let's move the logs back over here. Okay, I'm going to wield the hatchet because we're cutting some more trees down today, people. I was reading somewhere on Reddit that somebody said that there's a tool, and it was like the masonry saw, but you can actually hook it up to power and you can cut trees down with no stamina loss. And I was like, oh, that makes total sense. I've probably walked past that and never thought about trying it, but I have to keep my eyes open for some saws. All right, well, that wasn't too bad. Still 7:30. We got a whole tree chopped down and processed. What we need right here now are these long sticks. Let's see if we've got what it takes. Yeah, we can make one smoking rack. Boom. Look at that. All right, we got a smoker. Let's see, can we do another? No, we're probably short long sticks at this point. So let's get the logs out of here. Those are for making charcoal out of. Gotta go. All right, Edvard. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you coming by, my friend. Hopefully we'll see you next weekend, my dude. All right, so that's that. Yeah, let's chop down another tree. It's the best way to get the long sticks is by chopping down trees, and then we can use the logs for charcoal. It's a lot of work, though. Hey, hello, Wasp. How you doing? Got a question. Is there any way to preserve my settings when updating from... Ooh, Jesus, I'm sorry. I didn't know that was going to make such a loud noise. Oh, I'm famished. I don't know. I don't... from a release candidate to stable, LWASP. I assume, are you using the Kata launcher? Is that what you're using? If you're using the Kata launcher, then I don't think updating will change out your settings at all. No, you don't run from any launcher. Okay. So there's probably a file. If you go into the game folder, I don't know what the file would be labeled, but there's probably a folder in there that's got your settings, and it's probably got your save files too, your saved games. If you install the new version, keep the old version open and don't uninstall it right away, and then transfer your save folder. I presume it'll bring over your characters to the new version and hopefully your settings too. But for certain, I don't know, to be honest, because I play with the launcher, so it updates seamlessly, in other words. But that's a great question. I hope it helps. You don't have any saves going. You're just worried about your settings and stuff. I know what you mean. Yeah. Like you can see I've got my font bolted and stuff, and it's kind of a pain to go in there and change that. So I've had to do it a couple of times when I play like a new version, or when I got my new PC and I had to reinstall the game on this PC. I had to redo all my settings, and it is a pain. Sometimes it's unavoidable, though. I hope you can figure it out, buddy. I've used a tree to break into a house that was locked up, fell into it, locked the window. That's a great idea. Yeah. All right. Yep, look at that. I'm underweight. See, I go one day and let them like miss a couple meals and we're underweight. See, that's what I'm saying. When you're normal weight, you're actually underweight. And when you're overweight, you're actually at your normal weight. That's how it works. All it takes is one day of like heavy, strenuous activity and forgetting to eat. And now we're underweight. But we'll get back to it, hopefully. All right. Still waiting on charcoal. So let's process some of the wood. I've been binging Quasimorph of late. It just hit 1.0. Yeah, you know what? I actually got a copy of that from the developer, and I have been meaning to do a video or even stream it because it's really fun. Yeah, it's very, if anybody's not familiar, Quasimorph is, it's got a lot of similarities to Cataclysm. There's a lot of similarities there. It's obviously a very different game, but it's cool as hell. It's really cool. Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned it because I kind of forgot about that. I played it a couple of times to test it out, and then like I said, I've been distracted with recording other stuff. But yeah, Quasimorph is super cool. And you're right, just coming out into 1.0 is a big deal. It's a big deal. It's definitely a game that if you like Cataclysm, you're going to like Quasimorph. Nothing quite comes as close to Cataclysm in its like depth and variety, but that game's got quite a bit going on. Just got done playing it for a little bit. Nice, Magdalia. It was challenging too. Like one of the reasons I think I didn't is because I died. Like my whole team got wiped out. I was struggling. Maybe you guys can help me if we stream. Maybe we'll stream it next weekend. Actually, over the last 2 weeks, we got two big patches improving quality of life things. Nice. Yeah, how about we check it out next weekend? We can do a Quasimorph stream. I know that our good friend Slash'em VC, if anybody's a Cataclysm fan, you might have seen Slash'em's YouTube channel, Slash'em VC. He's been playing a lot of Quasimorph. It's closer in DNA to JA2 or XCOM. That's true. I did get a lot of XCOM vibes from it, but it's still got some roguelike qualities too. I'm not JA2. I feel like I should know what JA2 is, but off the top of my head, I don't. Oh, Jag of the Light. I gotcha. Thank you. You can change it where you don't lose your gear or character when you die. Okay. I don't necessarily want to make it easier, but oh my god, I'm famished again. Fuck, dude, this guy can't do a single bit of work without starving himself to death. I'm gonna die from starvation. Get some fast noodles. You know what we need? Meat. If we had some fat, some of those cracklins, we could get his calories up real good. But I guess the thing we'll have to supplement is sugar. Sugar will get him real heavy calories. But I'll have to be on the lookout for it. I've got a little bit. The whole difficulty is customizable in Quasimorph. Every single thing you can customize in a dedicated screen before starting the game you feel like it. Yeah, that's a great, I could tell from playing it too, not only does it have like a lot of great mechanics and stuff, but you can tell that the developers are gamers themselves, and they've got little quality of life in there, which makes the game just so much nicer to deal with and stuff. So yeah, I'm excited. Quasimorph's a good one. What am I short now? Oh, wow. I didn't get very many long sticks that time. Maybe we should just knock down a couple small trees. Where's the forest? Butter and bacon. Call me crazy. Is this a hot take? But Jelly Bellies? Everybody knows Jelly Bellies, right? I actually really enjoy the peanut, or not peanut butter. I enjoy the buttered popcorn flavored Jelly Bellies. I really like those. Is that bad? Those are good. They're so good. 5 long sticks. Let's get another bundle. Oh, what? Why are we so tired? I can't even drag this stuff. This guy's super tired. Bros. We're just gonna have to go to sleep, set up these hydrators in the morning, or we'll read or something. It's way too early for bed. Let's read. Or honestly, fighting some zombies to get our melee up would be great, but I can't. Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let's practice some spellcraft too. Oh, we got full mana. We'll just do it in here. Summon the wolves. Summon... No, not feral form. But we're not... I think it's because we're so tired, but... Alright, cool. Dark Sights. Aquatic Mantle. No. Cloak of Fog. Wind Running. That's one we should be able to cast. There we go. Alright, let's get a couple more spells off. Another Dark Side or two. We're just practicing, trying to level it up. Alright, better. Now we'll read. There used to be an old saying, buttering your bacon, meaning you were doing too much. Oh, I've never heard that one. Never heard of it. All right, I guess we'll read. Mechanics is so useless to us. Computers is more important, and that's not really that important. We need to eat again, though. We're kind of getting low on food at this location. Yeah, we're going to need to definitely get out there into the woods and start finding fruit and veggies. All right, we're weary. We're going to stay awake a little bit longer to read. I like going, God, I'm hungry again. Look at that. Yeah, we're running out of food pretty quick here. I'm down to eating jam and peanut butter and stuff. Crackers. Okay. Who? Well, we've been doing an incredible amount of physical labor, cutting down trees left and right. So that's why over the last couple days, he's been very, very hungry. But we do have fast metabolism is one of the negative traits. So this character just as a baseline gets hungrier than your average character does because of fast metabolism. But in addition to that, the last couple of days, I've just been putting him through a hell of a lot of extra work. Yeah, and he does seem like he's constantly hungry. Okay. I think we'll just go to sleep. Very, very hungry, proceeds to casually eat the building, concrete included. Just about right. That's just about right. Eating crackers and peanut butter from before the apocalypse hit can't be totally fresh. Look, we're famished already, just sleeping. I don't know. It does seem like he's got no status effects, which would negatively affect his weight. I think he's just underfed. Jesus Christ. He is eating a lot. We're going to have to go get food first thing. We had 7,500 calories yesterday. I mean, that's a lot. Even for a guy with high, what's it called? We do have some vitamins, though, so that's good. All right. Just barely fed. All right. We've got charcoal. Look at that. Boom. So that means we can start the process of dehydrating. I didn't get as many smokers as I'd like, but we've got two technically. Boom. So that's reloaded with some charcoal. There's a lot of fruit inside the fence here. Let's go. I have this bound to F7. I'm going to use auto foraging. I've got it set to forage everything. And let's hold on. Before we do that, let's drop off any extraneous stuff that he's carrying. He's got some books on him. Do we have another backpack he can wear? Just to put fruit in and stuff? Ella GIF, how you doing? The calorie stuff underneath tracks a long-term feeding, so if you've been in a calorie deficit for a while, it can take just as long to get back to square one. It feels that way. Definitely feels that way. We'll put this... Oh. We'll put this dry duffel bag on. That should allow us to pick more fruit. Give us overall, yeah, more carrying capacity. And here we go. Let's harvest. Some of them appear to be harvestable, but then I guess it's not quite ready. We're getting some. Oh yeah. These guys look like they should have fruit too, but nanny berry? I never heard of that. I guess the nanny berries aren't quite ready yet. And I put the leaves in there. That's a decent amount. I think it can still hold more though. Let's eat these grape leaves. Let's keep harvesting. It's 5 in the morning. We're out here just picking up stuff. Wild herbs, you know, give me those. No. All right. Now we want to get into the forest itself. Uh-oh. We got zombie dwarf. Let's take him out. It's hanging around here. Hanging around our base area. We don't like that. Yeah, I see it. Oh, he's got a Glock on him. Smushed. Some sort of bird. There's a zombie child out here. Hey, what's going on, Brian Maiden? How you doing, buddy? Smash. What do you got? Oh. Okay, take that. How's it going, my friend? We're playing with our druid once again. Let's see. All right, I've got some stuff that needs to be dropped. Favorite that. Yep, we're doing some wild harvesting right now. Our character is a vegetarian, so instead of making beef jerky and stuff, we've decided to go on a berry picking operation, and we've set up some dehydrators. So we're turning it into dehydrated fruit. Insert food. Okay. Yeah. That's full now. So let's start it up. Bam. She's lit. She's going. It's going to have a decent amount of food in there. It'll be all dried and preserved for us. I think that today is a good day while that's working to go to the Forge of Wonders. They should be ready to trade with us, and we've got all the loot down there. So, oh, amazing Chinese now. It's just chilling. That's awesome, buddy. I love Chinese. I'm jealous too. The last Chinese I ordered was really bad. It was from like a local Chinese place that I've been to before and wasn't terrible, but man, the last time I ordered, it was just like, I will never go back there again. But yeah, good Chinese food. There's nothing that beats it. Now you got me hungry. I'll be your Huckleberry. Get stuffed into the dehydrator. That's right. Don't volunteer yourself as a fruit or veggie right now, because my hungry druid will eat you. He is underweight. All right. So, oh, I've still got him on auto harvesting. Turn that on. Just harvested some cattails. You know, Chinese food is good when they got their children studying in the lobby. Yeah, that's how this place used to be, actually. They had their daughter would study in the lobby, and then after a couple of years, she started working behind the counter, and she would, like, take orders and stuff. But, yeah, I volunteer as a medium well ribeye. Oh, my gosh. How did you know ribeye is my favorite type of steak? It's not our druid, though. Our druid doesn't eat it. Don't attack any of the doors at the forge. Tell me about it. Yeah, we're still paying the price for that. Oh, that's right. I need to grab my stuff. Okay, quit it. All right, so we got a whole bunch of stuff. We should be ready to trade. Do you have... Yes. So he's got all the denaries now. Put those up on the chopping block. Let's see what else he has. I kind of want some recharges here for my wands. We're carrying around 2 wands with our character, both of which are almost out of mana. So I'm thinking, ooh, wow. You know, did I really want to trade them these bullets? All right. First of all, you're not taking my food. I didn't mean to bring that stuff. Okay. Okay. Damn it. There we go. Getting it closer and closer. All right, that's good. So that gave us a nice amount of denaries here, which I'm going to favorite. Let's go talk to the librarian. I don't know what my favorite type of steak is. I've rarely had it. Is that a pun? Are you punning? Fun you say there is 2... Wait, there was 2 of their kids doing their homework in one of the booths. Oh, here's the librarian. All right, let's talk to her. She got a bunch of new stuff. Look at this. Guide to Necromancy. Let's go. All right, so once again, you're not getting this stuff. Just want to sell her these scrolls, basically. Not that either. Okay. So we've got $400 worth of credit with her. I wouldn't mind buying some more scrolls. I don't think I'm going to grab any of these books up here. They sound more interesting than they actually are. These are not spell books. These are recipe books. So like Comprehensive Analysis of Black Dragons, that one teaches you something. I think we have to look at it. I think it's like a tailoring book. Or maybe it says alchemical formula. It's probably teaches you applied science. But it will have magical recipes in it. Right now, I'd rather focus on some storm some spells. There's Lightning Bolt. Necrotic Graze. Again, Necrotic Animist. Use the power of your own blood to imbue necrotic energy into your gaze, damaging any target you look at. Like I'm saying, if you want to get into blood magic or necromancy, go Animist. Piercing bolts. Ooh, that sounds interesting. Shocking dash. That was what Edvard said would get us up on top of a roof. Ooh, a watcher spirit. Animus. Summon a spirit through whose eyes you can see. This spell was frowned upon by pre-Cataclysm due to the potential for misuse, but has many legitimate uses kept in the curriculum. Okay. Raising the Dead in Zombie Apocalypse is ironic. Yeah, it is. Synaptic Stimulation. This one could be good for learning new spells and stuff. Thought Shield. Oh, this is a classless spell, so anybody can use it. Wind Strike sounds cool. Witch Sight. I don't know what that does, but we'll just grab it. The Limits of Magical Recovery. Bless. Teaches us Bless as a Technomancer. I want that. Ooh, that's expensive, though. All right, we won't take Witch Sight, but we'll take the Limits of Magical Recovery. All right, cool. That's good. We just got a whole bunch of books, people. Or scrolls, actually. And one book. So we've got 5 new spells right here that we got to take home and learn. But first, before we leave the forge, let's go talk to Val Zane. We've got a few denarii, so we might grab like a magical weapon, or I don't know, he might also have spells too. So let's just see what we've got. $708 worth. Oh, he's got a real nice selection of stuff here. He's got katanas, magical ninja swords. Steel spear +2. Ooh. I kind of want that. 36 pierce +3 to hit. This is what we have right now. This is steel spear +1. It's expensive, though. It would wipe out most of the money. What's a belt of weaponry? A wide girdle that fits around your waist. You can sheath or holster any weapon into it in the blink of an eye, and it seemingly stores them somewhere else. Oh, that's super cool. It's like a bag of holding, but it's specifically for weapons on your belt. So that's going to give you, like, we could take our spear strap off. We wouldn't have to worry about encumbrance. So does that hold all your weapons, or is it just one? Huh. That's awesome, though. Way up. It's above our money right now. Endless teapot. Fire axe +1. Wow. 40 cut. Pickaxe +1. Yeah, that's Magicalism, right? The belt. Yeah. This whole area, the NPC itself that we're talking to is a Magicalism NPC. Yeah. The very forge we're at is introduced by the Magicalism mod. But yeah, basically everything in here is Magicalism except for like the food. Okay, what is this? The Book of Living Stone. That sounds like Earthshaper. Yeah. Blow you away. Oh, Stormshaper. Explosive decompression. Heart of the Hurricane. Oh, I kind of want that, but damn. How electricity changed the Vietnam War. Ooh, look at all these Stormshaper spells, man. Spirit Walk, Animist. I think we actually have that one. Aura Protection is another classless spell. Huh. There's such a variety of spells. It's crazy. Knock. Oh, we can learn that as a Technomancer too. You can also do the quantum tunneling. Man, I don't know. There's just so much to go for, dude. I want to buy all these, but I want to save our money. That's a druid spell. Actually, we are looking. What am I talking about? I am looking for druid spells, especially for healing ones that can keep you full and heal your wounds. Delicious and nutritious. Yes, we're taking that one. Was there another one that I passed up? For some reason in my head, I wasn't thinking druid, but we definitely want druid. Earthshaper. Strike attackers with baleful light. God, I want all these. Terravolt sounds amazing. The body mechanical. Grant yourself brief reprieves from the effects of pain. We've already got one of those, kind of. Wash the wounds clean. Disinfect your wounds with just a bit of water and magic. I almost don't think that one's super worth it, considering how easy it is to just wash your wounds. Floral healing for druid. And it's got some other stuff. All right, we're going to grab that. Oh my God, that's cost $691. Wizarding's Guide to Backpacking. Damn. Never mind. We'll just buy this one. It's a cheaper version, but it's got the spells we want. Bless and Technomancer. All right, Bless and that other one. Wow, wow, wow. Crazy good. Is there a way you can make your own mana crystals for recharging wands? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. In fact, right here, Scroll of Crystallized Mana. This is the spell right here. It's a classless spell, so you can learn this no matter what you've devoted your studies to, and you can crystallize mana for the future. This is it right here. There's also other classless spells which will help you like manipulate mana, not just to crystallize it, but to do some other stuff too, like to store it away. I think, yeah, you can store it in bottles, I think, but or make your own mana potions too. Rycon just posted a new video. That's awesome. All right, so let's finish this trade. We've got too many denarii on the table here. There we go. All right. Boom. Pretty decent. No weapons this time, but ooh, my large tactical backpack is about to break. We need to get home and repair that. All right. Yep, we're leaving the forge with a whole lot of knowledge, people. And of course, a hungry guy. He's always hungry now. Let's get out of here before we get attacked. What? What? Oh, I know. Okay. We're outside the forge. Now we just have to get to our little base. And we're going to hunker down and start learning. We're going to need to pick a bunch of food, though. I mean, these fruits and stuff are pretty good for us. So we'll just keep going with that. Let's see if we can make it all the way up here. Auto travel. Whew. Not stuck relying on the vendor. Exactly. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, because they're very rare to find those just laying around and stuff. But, yeah. And I think there's a spell to recharge ones, too. Like, currently, like this one that's 3 of 50. I think there's a spell to, like, recharge it. I don't know what it is, but... All right, we made it back. Home sweet home. Here we are. We should get some more charcoal going. We've got 16 logs, so yeah, we can fill these up. Okay, each one has 5 logs in it now. So we're gonna, oh, sorry. We're going to light those up. Beautiful. So that's working. That'll take a day. By the time those are done, our current set of fruit will be finished dehydrating, and we can start a new batch. Oh boy, here it is. Yep. We've got a lot of reading to do, people. Several. Did I buy 2 of these? Oh, crap. I think I overspent, and I bought 2 of those. Whoopsie. That's all right. We can sell them back, too, but... Yep. We're going to go Technomancer. There's certain spells in it. Yeah, we should. It's not the best to pair with Druid. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's just doesn't role play as well with the Druid character, but it's got some great spells, I'll tell you that. Knock is cool. We shouldn't let him get too hungry, though. So let's stop and have a bite. Eat some cherries. Okay. Good, good, good. Well, let's see here. I think this is a good place to end things. We've been going for about 3.5 hours on today's stream. So we're going to leave it right here, but don't worry, we'll be back with our Druid next weekend. I'm going to post another live stream, probably do it Friday or Saturday instead of Sunday, but we'll see. But I appreciate you guys coming by for this one. Thank you all so much. And of course, like I said, stay tuned to the channel because I'm going to be having some more Cataclysm content coming out soon. Appreciate everybody. Thank you all so much for hanging out.